Reviewing That Show. We here review that show. And if we think we can, then we can still view that show. All the people be trying to view like us, but you know they can. It's Marty, and that's it.
Review that show, bitch!
I see you recording, so I'm like, I guess I could drop the spot out and be like, let me wait till we record, but yeah, I watched like the first episode, brother.
For what? For Cannon Busters?
Cannon Busters.
Oh man.
And I was like,
You didn't finish? You gotta watch the bitch.
bro, I was like, did he say Cannon Busters or Cannon? I'm like, did I spell this shit right?
Yeah, bro. So you really ain't fuck with it?
I'm gonna go back, bro, but yeah, I just kind of started too late, cause like I said I was gonna start last night and I did, but I was like, oh shit, I don't know if I'm gonna go to the next one.
Wait, so what you ain't like, man? So what you wasn't fucking with?
I don't know, dude. It just like I don't know. That first episode didn't really draw me in, and I mean, I guess it was intriguing. Don't get me wrong. Like there was some intriguing stuff about it, but not enough collectively just to kind of keep me going. So I find it really intriguing that old boy like basically can't die, but gets a tattoo of the number of times that he dies on his on his skin, and I imagine eventually that's gonna run out. But I mean, yeah, I think that's pretty cool. The other chick who's super fucking friendly,
Sam,
that's her name, Sam. Yeah, the chick who's super fucking friendly. I think the fact that she's like what the title character thing or the title she's a cannon buster, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I feel like that could be interesting. But then they're looking for the prince, and they're I don't know. It just
you gotta keep watching, dog.
I know. I figured that's what you were gonna say,
I'm
bro.
telling you.
And I was just like, yeah, man. See, I'm kind of already sleepy, and I was already like 3/4 of a blunt in when I started, and I was just like, oh man, I should have started earlier.
You gotta do it for LaShawn, man.
Hmm?
You gotta do it for LaShawn, son.
Yeah, who the fuck is LaShawn? I'm like, that's got to be like a black person there,
Exactly,
right?
that's
Yeah.
the point.
Oh, really?
He's the black creator, LaShawn Thomas. When I
Oh.
saw like that's because that's what made me start
man,
watching.
why
That's what made me start watching. One of my niggas, shouts out to my nigga Larry Everidge. He was like, man, he tagged me in it because some meme came out saying Cannon Busters is hit Netflix. It's LaShawn Thomas' newest joint. Apparently he used to like draw for the Boondocks and shit too.
Oh,
And,
okay, good shit.
And like, yeah, he just, this big freaking, anime fan. And you don't have too many black creators in anime. So when nigga tagged me in that shit, I was like, peep the animes. Most of the characters gonna be black. It's a black creator. Because even the title character, his voice is fucking, it's a black dude. The whole, keep watching, son.
I'm sure his voice is black. I'm looking. I'm just when you said that, like when you actually in the latter part of what you were saying, I was like, damn, you know what? I really need to give this a shot. And then as I started thinking, I was like, wait a minute.
So wait, Philly.
Where are all the black people?
Philly the Kid looks white to you?
Oh, is he supposed to be black?
That's a black dude. That boy look like Jaden Smith. Nigga.
That nigga look like white Jaden Smith.
I don't know what's wrong with the color on your TV, son. They got a whole black nigga voice in them, and a girl freaking darker than you. That. Sam darker than you. Boy, what's wrong with your TV? You gonna make me pull this shit up? I think
maybe I was a little too high, bro.
I don't know, son. I'm about to pull it up.
Cause like, pull it up, bro. I'm like, at best they have a tan. I'm like, that's what I'm thinking. Like maybe I missed the tan, but I'm like, I don't think I missed the tone.
I give you Philly the Kid a little light skin, but he's still a black dude.
Okay,
but
no, he is definitely.
You know what I'm saying? But damn, you can't even see Sam as a freaking.
That boy is red at best.
He's like a light skin nigga. I'll take a light skin nigga. The voice of the dude, you could just hear, they cast a black nigga.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I'm saying?
And I keep seeing LaShawn.
Because he made the motherfucker.
Well, no, I keep seeing his name pop up, and I'm like, that's clearly a black name.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, like, okay, let's see.
They got black people peppered all throughout this series, dog.
He's
Look at that
on
nigga
the
with this
lighter.
bush.
Yeah, okay, yeah, him. Okay, yeah.
And they got him confused with Philly the Kid because they supposedly they the same skin tone, nigga. Look at this man, bruh. They're the same. Him and his bush head, nigga, is the same skin tone. Black nigga. As a black nigga, bruh.
Okay.
He's got an anime fro, son. He's
yeah.
I feel like the dude, because the thing is, one thing I have noticed about watching, especially this whole thing, he does a lot of homages, whatever the fuck the word is, to the animes that he like. So there's certain shit from, like, I was listening to another podcast and they listed a bunch of them, but I could see on my own certain things that I could tell that they borrowed from on this anime. Like I'm a big Cowboy Bebop fan.
Right, yeah, I keep seeing that keeps popping up. I'm like, yeah, I gotta. So that's gonna be on my list now.
Yeah, watch that before the movie come out, because you know movie's gonna be whatever the fuck.
The live action.
Yeah, they making a live action one.
Okay.
Now the thing that makes me happy about it is Mustafa Ali is in that joint, and he gonna play one of the main characters in the Cowboy Bebop joint.
Manta.
Bushmaster.
Okay.
Bushmaster.
Gotcha. Ooh.
Yeah,
Okay. I haven't seen him in a while.
That's what I'm saying. I'm excited just to see him again. And the main character is Asian lead. They finally getting their mind right and actually having Asian lead for a fucking anime film.
Okay. Yeah, well,
and it's a famous Asian lead too. Like I can't think of my dude's name, but it's your boy from I think Harold and Kumar, man.
Get the fuck out.
I think he playing the main character.
No fucking way.
Yeah, bro.
Like it's an action movie.
It's gonna be live action. Cowboy Bebop.
Cowboy Bebop has action in it?
Yeah, it's about bounty hunters.
Oh, okay. Oh, like more like gunplay kind of thing.
I mean,
not hand-to-hand combat.
All that, dog.
All that too?
I mean, Cowboy Bebop is. You gotta watch it. So like niggas kick ass and shit, but it's like they bounty hunters, man. So you get into some shit as a bounty hunter. You gonna have to fight a nigga sometime. You gonna have shootouts. They got sword fights. Like and the thing I like about it is it was short. I feel like I got through it. I don't think it's more than like maybe 30 episodes, maybe even less than that, dog. And of course they have movies and shit, but this I can tell that he wanted to make this main character on here, Philly the Kid, have a Spike Spiegel, who's the main character of Cowboy Bebop. I can just tell that he wanted to have him give him that kind of flair on the slick, just the character design looking at him. Cause you gotta remember too, like when they be drawing these anime people, and look at her, she darker than him.
I'll give you her. Yeah, I did sleep on her. You're right. Definitely. My man with the gun's there too, but his face is covered. Why is that? No problem. It's fine. Maybe even that dead person there. That may even be black.
Man, that main dude right there, his face ain't covered. The biggest nigga with the biggest gun, his face ain't covered. No, not him. Not one-eyed Jack right here with the spider legs.
Oh, dude, that dude's an asshole, man. He fucking Like if he didn't have like death, like they had killed the dude and didn't even know they had found the motherfucker they were looking for.
Oh yeah, that's hilarious. That's part of the hilarity of it, dog. As
I was like, it's dark as a
But I'm saying, dog, I got with it because it was the black anime, and I was like, let me see what the black creator doing with his anime joint. My nigga Philly the Kid turned into a whole Zord, nigga.
That's pretty dope. Yeah, it has to feed him counterfeit coins. So were you hooked from episode 1?
Yeah, because I was hooked from the theme song.
Yeah, I know. I like the theme song too.
When it came on,
I mean, the theme song is dope. Yeah.
I was like, oh shit, we got some.
Is that Rihanna?
Then you heard it?
I know that's not Rihanna, but that sounds like Rihanna. I'll take it. Because
when it first come on, since I know what's going on now, when I rewatch the first episode, so much more clicks. Like especially the very first scene, because the very first scene is kind of mysterious. You don't know what's going on, and like.
I kind of feel like he's the bad guy.
Yeah, it's just weird, and then I don't know. I got pulled in. What pulled me in? I got pulled in when he got shot and he couldn't die, and that was interesting to me.
Yeah,
because everything. Because I was like, I don't know.
That was a good hook.
You know what I mean? I'm like, I got Sam and this little bot chick. They just walking around and shit. Fine. I like the little line she said. We're not lost. Lost means you're you don't know
where you are.
You don't know
where
you
don't
are.
know where you're going.
No, you don't know where you are.
Yeah.
But we don't know where we're going. I was like, okay, that was cute. But it wasn't until they shot this nigga and he came back and I was like, okay, what they gonna do with this? And then they had the big ass action scene. Of course, I love action. Let me watch that.
Yeah.
And then we got your girl turning into a whole damn death mode. And then it was interesting too. After that, then the Zord comes after she go in full death mode. Then
You got two of these motherfuckers. You got two fucking God mode motherfuckers.
A lot is happening, son.
Yeah.
And then she don't remember that she goes into this mode. She don't even know she has the mode. Yeah. So that made me interested. Like, how come this motherfucker don't know she got the mode? Then, you know what I mean? They got this big chase scene. It's like, I don't know.
What does this maintenance bot have that can make the thing go into bull
she just
mode
fix shit, man.
without 4 coins?
She just could fix shit. She just a fixer.
Well,
but
she
got
fix that shit again.
But she only got lucky that one time. You ain't gonna never see that happen.
That's never gonna happen again.
Not again. But the thing is, they don't always focus on the fact that he need. I don't know. It depends on the episode, dog. Like this play out. Like this, my kind of anime because I like action joints. I like the main character being swaggy, not super goody two shoes or stupid. I like the edgy protagonist. You feel me? Like that's my like you know what I mean. Goku ain't my dude. Vegeta's my dude. Piccolo's my dude. Vegeta and Piccolo, that's my niggas right there. So I like my dudes with a little bit more gruff on them, son.
They my dudes too, but I mean they didn't start off as my dudes. Piccolo, I came around to a lot quicker than Vegeta. I was kind of like, even when Vegeta was on the team, I was kind of like, man, fuck that nigga.
I love Vegeta from jump.
Man, fuck that nigga.
From jump, my nigga. From the moment Vegeta came and whooped ass and was calling this nigga by his fucking slave name. Now I was like, you better talk that shit to this nigga who think he could just whoop everybody. Come on, son. I was always with Vegeta, dog. Because he was never as powerful as he was in the first season. Like the first time you beat him. After that, they always kind of like lowered him.
Watered down.
Yeah. And I always like this character after that. But power-wise, it seemed like you was going to fuck Goku up, son.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, so now that you're on the team, bruh, and we got this crazy Frieza motherfucker here, you think you could go back to season 1?
Bruh, where your powers at, right?
That shit back, my nigga, we kind of need.
Piccolo was a badass motherfucker. He stayed badass.
He was, yeah, I mean,
but they all, when they turn good, they take them niggas down a notch. And I'm like, no, bruh.
They lose a little something.
Nigga, Man, Vegeta almost blew up everything. That final fight with him and Goku that first time, son. I'm gonna be the kid being like, I ain't never seen nothing more miraculous than this shit.
Like, Goku technically loses that fight, right? Doesn't, like, Gohan save him because he turns into the giant monkey thing?
I remember shit just blowing up.
Yeah.
Everything blew up.
Because, like, I remember him, like, he would have whooped his, like, he would have took over.
Nigga,
had it not been for Gohan.
One, son.
You did.
I rocks with my Vegeta. But that's what I'm saying. So when I first meet Philly the Kid and he my kind of main character, so I'm instantly, trying to ride with him and see what's going on with him, dog. So like, yeah, dog, like I ate all 12 episodes of this.
Oh, it's 12?
It's 12. It's only 12 for the first season.
All right.
And as I said, man, we gotta give our fellow black man some freaking push. Even though you don't think that this look like Jaden Smith or this could be a black man as the main character, that's a black guy.
Nah.
At the very least, his mom's Hispanic.
Nah. Even now, I still stand behind what I said. Like, you making me view it this way will, definitely pepper how I look at it from now on. But on my own, watching it,
you thought Sam wasn't black neither, bro. So I got to rip you.
She's different now in the light too.
She's like in the light.
She's like, I mean, like it's not too far off, but it's like she's definitely brown.
That is
definitely brown.
And he's a brown crayon too.
Ooh,
if we go lightest of browns, dog,
he's damn near orange.
Dog, we don't make fucking so black people don't make light skinned people, son.
They do make light skinned people.
And he ain't even the lightest of the light. He don't even look Creole, son. He at least got a caramel tint. He ain't that far from your ass, nigga.
I mean, but it's like his hair is
it's the hair is fucking
anime, yeah.
It's anime. But
that's
the Spike Spiegel hair. That's what made me go, oh, you was going for the Spike Spiegel look. Let me find this man character because when I show you Spike, you're gonna see what I'm talking about. You tried to make a black Spike Spiegel. You ain't slick, but I ain't mad at you because Spike Spiegel was that dude. See what I'm saying? He tried to get a Spike Spiegel, son. They swag even look similar with the tie and shit. He went for a black Spike Spiegel.
Yeah, there's a lot of influence there.
So when I'm looking at him and I'm looking at Philly, I'm like, yeah.
This is Cowboy Bebop?
This Cowboy Bebop. Well,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, Spike Spiegel is his name. Cowboy Bebop the name of the show. But like, yeah, I highly recommend Cowboy Bebop. But like, dude, I'm so hurt that you ain't fuck with Cannon Busters. I was like, damn.
Yeah, nah, it didn't.
I thought we was gonna have us something to talk about, man.
It didn't draw me in, and I was kind of hoping that it would. But then like after that first one, and then they're like, Because you know how Netflix does now. If you let that bitch play, I mean, 4 seconds. I mean, shit, that next episode is fucking playing.
It's
like
gonna
you
run.
into the next
Yeah,
one.
it's gonna run.
So I was like, when it was winding down, when we're right around, I guess, this area here, and I'm feeling like, oh, okay, we're kind of getting to the end. How much further do you think you're gonna go tonight? And I was like, I think I'm gonna stop here. And then I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna try to pick it up tomorrow.
And you didn't.
And I did not.
Fuck.
And I purposefully didn't pick it up. But now that you told me that, now that you sort of enlightened me about it, I will now.
Give it that college try.
Yeah,
Give it a
so
few
let's
episodes.
reconvene.
Because there's
on this one
and there's a few twists that happen, and I'm not gonna spoil for you at all.
Okay.
That make even more of the situation interesting regarding, like you say, they're trying to go rendezvous with this prince.
Right.
But keep watching. For people already, y'all know what I'm talking about. If you already peeped it out. But welcome to Reviewing Dat Show. We didn't even say what we doing, where we at, who
man.
we are.
Who are these niggas?
These niggas, because you never know. It's always somebody's first time.
Right.
Yeah, but it's that acting guy, Mr. Bats in the building, man. We in this thing for Reviewing That.
This is your favorite host, Marty here, or as my co-host likes to call me, the other co-host, some nigga.
Oh yeah,
Some random
LW shit
nigga.
on your 30.
That nigga was like, some nigga. Then the nigga did it today too. I'm like, this nigga
He got comfortable.
I'm like, is this gonna be the thing now? Whenever we mention fucking Fly with Bats, you're gonna be like, oh yeah, and that other random nigga. Like,
you heard his feelings before,
I
dog.
guess I did.
You heard his feelings before.
Oh,
You thought
yeah,
that the
man.
Reviewing Dat Show was a safe space. You could talk
I
whatever
thought I
shit
did.
you wanted to.
I thought.
Your co-host over there
I
on the
was
Your
wrong.
30 Podcast was like, no, nigga, I listen to this show too.
I've never been more wrong in my life. You know what I mean? So yeah, okay, there it is. There it is.
There it is, y'all.
There
We're in
it
this
is.
thing, man. J.Steel. Man, J.Steel's doing some random J.O., man,
What's up?
right now. That's the
What's
thing with her. That's the thing with her, son. Like, she was planning on coming back. She just texted me. I know you was gonna miss the podcast. And she just texted me, I'm gonna miss the podcast. I've immediate audition. But before you had the audition, she was doing something where they do focus groups. And
Ooh.
yeah, and she sent me the
dope.
site, and they'll pay you to do stuff like that. But here go the weird thing. She gotta give me the story because she texted me just a minute ago. That was a crazy story, but they came to her house for like 3 hours for some reason. That's what I'm saying. I'm thinking a focus group. I come to you, we do something, or I send some, I don't know, paper in or something. I don't know.
Oh yeah.
She
sure.
said, man,
These strange people in my house.
These strange people just
Sure.
came in the crib, and I don't know what happened after that. So I'm very curious to hear that story of what's it like being a focus group person.
What was the group, nigga?
Nigga, she the
what?
group. She
Like,
the group.
There's no group.
She the group, nigga.
This is a focus.
We focused on you, nigga, and how you feel. We gonna put you with the other motherfuckers
Oh,
that we
God.
talk to,
Yeah.
and that's how we gonna make a group.
Alright.
1 + 1 = 5, nigga.
Sure. Sure, yeah.
But
Nobody
yeah,
argue
man.
that.
But yeah, man, we supposed to
Right.
talk some Euphoria. We supposed to talk some. Did you get a chance to see Hush?
Yes.
All right, we're gonna talk some Hush. But before we get into Euphoria, before we get into Hush, dog, the big news that's setting the nerds ablaze.
Mm-hmm.
We all losing our minds. They say they about to
Is
storm
is it-
Sony.
it the Spidey?
They about to storm. I don't even understand this new story. They plan on storming Sony Studios to make them give Spider-Man back. How? Spider-Man the person is not really like over there.
You ain't gotta do, nigga. Okay.
So apparently the deal
It's something to be a
between
fan.
the deal between Marvel and Sony, technically they're still trying to work something out, but as of right now, until they figure it out, Spider-Man will not be in the Marvel Cinematic Universe anymore. And that's a strong, large ripple effect down the whole nerddom. And I was
Right.
pissed off. I was like, how y'all fucking up the money? Why is y'all fucking up the money?
And I mean, Sony, you had the lion's share of this shit. Now they've made it cool. Come on now, play ball, man. Like I don't know exactly what the finance issues were, but I did remember reading something where Sony took the most of the box office, and now that they're at the renegotiation phase, they'd like to sort of split it a little bit more down the middle. Disney, so
Yeah.
and
See,
they don't want to.
And and the thing is,
They
though,
don't have to, though, is the thing.
episodes and episodes ago on this podcast, I remember talking about whenever we got to this situation just right here of when renegotiations was gonna happen. Because for people that don't know, if you listen to this, you probably on some nerd shit and you know. But if you don't know, yes, Spider-Man the character is a Marvel Comics character, but Marvel the company was about to go bankrupt in the 90s. So they sold off the movie rights to a number of their characters to different studios so they could stay afloat. So while Spider-Man in the comics stayed the comic character for them, and while they always gonna make money off of these characters to a degree, specifically the movie rights of the X-Men and Fantastic Four, for instance, have been held up by Fox for years. But then Disney just recently bought Fox, and that's why the nerds been going crazy that, the X-Men and Fantastic Four finally gonna be in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. The reason right now the Hulk Solo is tied up at Universal, which is why you'll never see a Hulk Solo film, but they have a deal where he can appear in movies with other Marvel characters. This is movie situations. So for all these years, Spider-Man and all his world and all his characters have been over there at Sony. That's why Sony was able to make a Venom movie without Spider-Man, because they own Spider-Man and all the Spider-Man characters, all the Spider-Man world. That's how Sony made the Into the Spider-Verse, which was amazing. That was great for them.
Yeah.
But over the years,
they got one right.
The reason why Sony, right? They got two right, because technically Venom was a hit.
Venom. Oh, okay. I was gonna say they got the first Spider-Man right though.
Well, see, that's the thing I was about to get to about the previous franchises of Sony. Technically, like, the first two Spider-Man movies of Sam Raimi were really good. The third one was suspect and trash as fuck. The first Amazing Spider-Man was cool. The second Amazing Spider-Man was also cool. Like, the Amazing Spider-Man verse, it never got past, like, cool. Because you had great actors, but a shitty script most of the time, honestly. And
the problem?
A lot of it was a reach. Well, I don't know how you felt, but I dug Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man. Like, I liked him because he was I forgot you actually like
Tobey Maguire.
Yeah, fuck him. He's not Spider-Man.
I thought he was dope.
He was Clark Kent with
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
He's very subtle.
Where's my Spidey quips?
There were a couple.
No.
Mom and Dad are talking.
No, man.
Mom and Dad.
He tried to be funny in the first Spider-Man. The writers realized that wasn't his forte, and they never gave Spider-Man quips after that in any of the films because Tobey Maguire couldn't carry that load. He could be a perfect nerd, the nerd version of Peter Parker. He had down pat, but for whatever reason, he didn't have the swag of to capture the quips of Spidey. That's one thing Andrew Garfield had in spades. He had all the quips, but people didn't believe that his pretty ass was a nerd. So it was like that was a split that happened a lot of times.
I guess so. Yeah, I felt like that's probably what it was because I felt like they didn't really play up the nerd aspect.
They made him an outsider.
Yeah, he was an outsider. Yeah, he was smart and he was really, really intelligent. He was really, really intelligent, but he wasn't a nerd.
And he didn't have those gripes and such. And
So,
but either way it go, like even the big deal, the reason why Sony finally made the deal with Marvel was because Spider-Man is the number one comic book selling character, period. You feel me?
Right.
The only motherfucker that's competing with Spider-Man and sells, and they go do what every other year. Right now might be Batman, if you feel me, but every other year Spider-Man and Batman, as far as the most recognizable superhero, you would think Superman would be higher, but DC done fucked up a lot of the goodwill with Superman. Everybody knows Superman, but as far as popularity, as far as money, Batman and Spider-Man make DC and Marvel respectively shit tons of money. And for the longest, Spider-Man has been the number one character because Spider-Man can be anyone under that mask, and that's why everybody identifies with him. You're not showing a white man being slightly shown. It could be anyone, and that's why the world over we love Spider-Man. But not one of those films cracked $1 billion. And people on the financial tip was like, well, if we have the number one superhero character, how come our movies aren't making as much money as that should warrant the number one selling superhero character? So they made the deal with Marvel. Boom. The first one made a lot of money. The second one hit $1 billion. That just crossed the line. The second one hit $1 billion. So some people are feeling like from Venom being successful and from Spidey hitting $1 billion, Sony got the big head. Because previously, before Venom was a thing, I thought that by the time we get to negotiations, because you're right, Sony was making 95% of the box office from Marvel's. They deal with Spider-Man.
Right.
95%. Only thing that Marvel was getting off of it was the merchandising, the toys, the video, and anything. And that's gonna be some money.
That's what
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
nothing to shake us.
But the lion's share of the money was going to Sony. This was like the idea because
all the fucking work
and Marvel is doing all the work.
Literal nuts. Yeah.
And Marvel's doing all the work, and it's just the perfect situation for Sony. We couldn't figure out how to do it. Marvel do all the work. We make all the money, and they get to have the character pop up in other spots. Fine, dandy. But like you just said, at renegotiation time, Marvel's saying we want 50-50.
And I think that's fair.
We want 50-50.
I don't understand what the problem is.
The problem is if you're Sony and this is a business and you had 95, going to 50-50 is a big financial jump.
But you're not doing anything.
You're absolutely right, but
you're still not doing anything, still collecting a motherfucking check.
But
this adds nothing to your workload. Only more money to your pocket. And it's already a success. That's the
point, though. That's the point. You just hit the point.
That it's already a success?
Marvel made it $1 billion franchise. So now they feel like they can keep the $1 billion franchise going without Marvel.
Clearly not. With the fans. Clearly
the fans hate the idea. Yep. And they stocks even.
And it's like, that's what's going so this is what's going to happen. And I mean, it's one way or another. You can
Tom Holland stopped following them on like social media.
Nigga, you better get the fuck out of here. You serious?
Yeah, I'm serious.
Why these petty motherfuckers? Okay, so here's what's gonna happen. This is all fun and games, but here's what's gonna happen. Fans are gonna say we're gonna boycott the fucking movies
which
that you make in the future.
They're already saying right now.
And you're not gonna make any money off of it.
Not as much as you
should.
And
they will not go.
They will
not. They will absolutely not fucking go.
Because it's becoming a bigger and big story.
Yep. And so here's the choice you have, Sony. Either have a character that you can't fucking use, or they can
use them.
You can use them. Nobody gonna go see the shit.
People gonna see it, but not to the effect that I get what you're saying. Sony putting this shit on Marvel.
It's not gonna be the same.
Sony saying that they wanted the workout, but Kevin Feige has so much on his workload, and
what? He's too busy to negotiate? Is that what they're saying?
No. Not that he's too busy to negotiate, but they feel like it was some bullshit. I'm trying to find what they exactly said, because when I read it, I was like, man, y'all just saying some shit. Because it was like some saying that basically that Marvel pulled out the deal. But if Marvel said we want 50-50 and you said no, what you think Marvel?
Yeah, I mean, like, we're gonna counter what 60-40? I mean, what do you expect here? I mean, I feel like they've put in enough. There should be enough goodwill there for the work that Marvel has put in. I feel to at least. I don't know, man.
They just don't want to be even partners when they feel like they got the bulk share of the situation. Then they got the
own the
Morbius movie.
They don't have to.
Right, they don't have to. They own the movie rights. They got the Venom Part 2. Like, I feel like my dude, like they really got cocky after these. I
mean, it's gonna take another hit, but it's like I feel like the second movie, while most people dug Andrew Garfield, I really do hear a lot of good stuff about him. But while that second iteration of Spider-Man didn't quite hit it, you guys kind of got a hit now, man. Why
with that fucking cliffhanger, oh my god.
Yeah, it's like, look, listen, there's more work to be done. There's more money to be made. I mean, listen.
Let me go hear this news story. Okay, Sony Pictures has made an official statement in response to the news, blaming Disney and saying it is disappointed that Marvel president Kevin Feige will no longer act as lead producer on the film. Sony Pictures claims that much of today's Spider-Man news was mischaracterized in recent discussions and that Disney made the decision to part ways with Sony. Much of today's news about Spider-Man was mischaracterized in recent discussions about Kevin Feige's involvement. For people that don't know, Kevin, like they just said, he run Marvel. Kevin Feige is the nigga that's basically is the reason why everything has worked so well as far as storytelling. He makes sure all the movies are on the same page in Marvel, so we don't have the DC problem of what the hell's going on. Like he's the head that he's the head. He runs it. You know what I'm saying? We are disappointed but respect Disney's decision not to have him continue as lead producer of our next Spider-Man film. Sony then further explained that Feige may have had too much on his plate to focus on IP they do not own. That feel like a shot. IP is intellectual property, by the way. That's what they call anything that is basically that you can make money off of that's in the creative space, an IP. So they say that he might, especially with the recent addition of characters to Disney's acquisition of Fox. We hope this might change in the future, but understand that the many new responsibilities that Disney has given him, including all their newly added Marvel properties, do not allow time for him to work on IP they do not own. Kevin is terrific, and we are grateful for his help and guidance and appreciate the path he has helped put us on, which we will continue.
Oh, get the fuck out of here.
Some reports suggested that studio chiefs Tom Rothman at Sony and Alan Horn at Disney just could not agree on a financial arrangement to continue to collaborate, although the Sony statement does not mention that at all. So they put it on Marvel, but it's basically what we said.
They don't want part with the money.
Marvel said 50-50. Y'all niggas want about that 50-50 life. And look at that so he's too busy because it's not like they really the fact that they gonna tell Marvel that they don't own Spider-Man, that feels like such a shady thing to say on a meta tip. What you mean Marvel doesn't own Spider-Man? We'll focus on characters they do not own.
Yeah. That phrasing is very direct, if you will.
Yeah,
but,
they said this our character, nigga.
Everybody want to be shook, man. I don't really see this playing out for too much longer. I mean, I think this is sort of fun for the media, but I think eventually they're gonna come to an agreement.
They gotta bend.
Yeah,
the fans are demanding
it.
Have to. Like the fans are demanding it at this point, son.
But I mean, also too, I'm interested to see the world that they create. Even though, because I don't know, I would like to see. Personally, I would like to see Spider-Man continue on in the MCU.
Right.
But I'd also be interested to see what trash Sony puts together trying to continue on what Marvel started in some weird fucking
My thing is they were already creating their world, but they're going to do it around Venom. They have the Morbius movie that was coming out. And what's funny is with that cartoon Into the Spider-Verse, you have a franchise that could come from that's already plan on making a Spider-Gwen cartoon and a sequel. And on top of that, the concept of the multiverse opens up the world where you could even have an animated Tom Holland come through there at some point because you have the whole multiverse concept. There's buku ways that you could have kept making money on your own if you just play ball, because the thing is, no one really wants to see your Sony Spider-Man films after we done seen them in Marvel. The last movie cemented him as the heir apparent to Tony Stark. We gonna just supposed to forget all that shit?
Yeah, we were supposed to let that go, and I guess, Feige had a backup plan for that all along, but still, no, I don't want this. Nobody wants this, so, yeah. Like, what,
And how are we gonna pretend in Marvel like Spider-Man just don't exist no more?
So the moving forward, they would have to pretend he doesn't exist. They wouldn't be able to mention anything that's already happened.
I don't know. Because again, we're talking about a character that they don't own.
Gross.
And the only reason they're able to mention him, that's the thing, they never mentioned mutants in the MCU because Fox had the term. The term mutant could not be said. Fox owned the term, son.
There's another enhanced in the field.
Yeah, that's why they always said metas. They said enhanced. They went with the what was that short-lived show that was what, the Inhumans? You know what I mean?
Right.
They went all kind of ways to not say or use mutants because of the Fox deal. So once again, if Sony pulls Spidey out, they can't mention anything Spidey related.
Oh man, I don't like that.
So I don't know how they would play it. Like you said, it's an interesting question on what about events that have already happened? That's the caveat where they could probably at least speak to something, but
it's like a motherfucker when you a kid and they come over and they bring all their toys and shit, and y'all put all y'all toys together, and it's like, yeah, man, we got a whole army, yeah, let's play that shit. Then that motherfucker get mad, take his shit, and fucking walk away,
and go home.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what the fuck Sony just did just now. They took their toys and got up from the table and went home.
Bitch move, Sony.
And it's like, oh man, we had something so fucking epic here, man. And I don't know, You stormed off like a
History
child.
keeps being made, and y'all, like you said, you stormed off like a child. I hope everybody hopes things works out, but like the outrage is so palpable right now. Once again, they got people talking about storming Sony's offices. They're talking about boycotting all the Sony comic movies. Again, if you get bad will with the public,
I got A-list.
Justice League will show you what the public could do.
Justice League?
Son, there's no reason why a movie that had Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, and The Flash, and sexy Aquaman all in one film, and it could not make no fucking money.
I mean, they did have The Flash run in a very interesting way.
Son.
I mean, I blame everything on The Flash's run.
I blame everything on they created bad will with the fans. Like I'm saying.
Word. No,
put out that Spiderman movie.
No, I'm with you.
People will see it, but not as many people that should. And if you talking a movement, you done fucked up.
It's just, yeah.
You done fucked up.
And you have something good here, man. It's not too late. Don't throw it away.
I mean, they put it on Disney, and Disney is like not even speaking on it.
And Disney, like, what you don't understand, Suge, is
Sure.
you found your match, like you found your doppelganger, because Disney owns everything.
Don't let Disney buy y'all.
Don't, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Don't let them do Big Bang take Lil Bang.
Like it say, Feige say, nigga, you know we can buy you, right?
Don't make us do it.
Don't worry about it. It's fine. No, we're done.
Do
We're done talking. We're done talking. Get Philip on the phone. Philip, I need to speak. Let me talk to accounting real quick.
That's all I'm saying. But that's the big story going on.
Wow.
We're gonna see how as it develops. We're gonna keep following it, man. But this is crazy. Even Jeremy Renner and Ryan Reynolds, they didn't spoke out, and it was like, Sony, y'all fucking tripping. Like, people hit us. It's a deal, dog. Because you fucking up the money, Sony. Like, for real. And not just fucking up the money. Again, the fans have been living on a high.
It's Jeremy Renner.
And Ryan Reynolds, though?
And Ryan Reynolds,
Come on, the fans been living on a high, son. Like, we get X-Men and Fantastic Four, and you take away Spidey? That's ill.
And it's unnecessary, man. This is like, you guys are being greedy, and you've already got success though. Like, you've got the fucking Into the Spider-Verse, and then you got Venom, which, you know,
Spider-Man is currently the highest money making movie of any movie Sony ever made.
With the first one or
the second one? This one that just happened.
This one, okay.
I don't think they ever cracked the bill. This cracking the bill just did some shit for them. Like, again, they feeling themselves. They need to stop. Yeah. Anyway, moving on. How you feel about this Matrix 4 news? With the original cast at that. Everybody was talking about it was supposed to be this reboot. And the reboot's supposed to be a Morpheus story, possibly starring Michael B. Jordan and all these talks. But now it's looking like Matrix 4 is happening with Keanu Reeves, Carrie-Ann Moss. Man, we going straight to the oldies.
And Lana Wachowski is going to be the director, I believe, this time around. Or at least that's what I read. It would just be her this time, writing and directing it. But
instead of both?
Either way. Are they both coming back?
I said instead of both is what I was asking you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, instead of both. Yeah, that's what I read. That was the headline that I read. But I talk about it here when I had my whole Matrix retrospective. I kind of watched all three of them on Netflix when they dropped, and it just kind of reignited my love and appreciation for the Matrix and that whole just like franchise. Like, the middle one did kind of leave me feeling weird for a summer, but otherwise, I mean, it like as a complete story, I thought it really worked, and it it knew what it wanted to do from the beginning. Like, I couldn't really see it.
Oh yeah, no, we had a whole run on Matrix because my whole deal was they didn't have to have another one. Like, they should just stop at one for me. Oh
yeah, they could have. Yeah, they very well could have. And I thought that they did something interesting with the second one. And then also too, like, what's also peppered into my experience and my love for the second movie is the game and all that experience and stuff that I got from that.
Yeah, that was next level, the way they connected the game, the video game, the game,
the movie,
all the side shit into the film. Yeah. That was interesting, but I still stand. I could have done without
You could have done without it. All right, fair enough.
The first one,
but I enjoyed it. I dug it a lot.
Like when I was young. I'm saying when I was young, I dug part 2, and 3 just felt very convoluted. But
yeah,
it just got
3
real,
just wrapped everything up,
and it got real talky, meta. It started smelling its own shit, bro.
You know, and then like it's just I wonder what they had in mind before the woman who played the Oracle passed. Like did things change drastically, or did they just kind of just weave her in and just kind of kept going, or whatever? I've never heard them speak on that exactly, but otherwise, I mean, like it's I don't know. For me, it worked. It was a nice beginning, middle, and end. Like you said, I do agree they didn't need the second 2 films, but then that whole experience, man, it's like I don't regret that.
No, 2 and 3 feel like 2 and 3 feel like their own story, and 1 feels like its own
story, right?
It just feels like complete
collectively. Yeah, 2 and
3 just really go together harder to me than 1. 1, if I just watch 1, I'm good. I could probably watch 2 and 3 without watching 1.
I can't watch 2 without watching 3, and I can't watch 3 without watching 2.
But you could probably watch them 2 without 1 and still get what's going on. Because by that point, Neo's the big dog. Because 1 is just the origin story of 2 and 3.
Yeah, you don't need 1. Yeah, that's interesting. Wow. But no, don't experience that way ever.
Because 1 is the best.
Yeah.
But it's the origin story.
Yeah.
Like, it really
that's
stands on
where they really
its
got
own.
it right, man. They really got that story right. That journey was just so fucking perfect, man. But so in terms of this next one, like I said, rekindled all my love and appreciation for rewatching it not too long ago. But reading this, I wasn't excited.
Me neither.
I didn't. It was cool that they got the original people back, but I was kind of like, well, I remember this story. It's still it's fresh in my mind. Like
Didn't
we
Neo
got
die. Like
Neo died.
Trinity died.
Trinity died, nigga. Like, no, nigga, everybody died except for Morpheus and the rest of the people in Zion. So I'm just like, well, if these 2 niggas are coming back, like, what convoluted ass shit are y'all trying to throw together to sort of I don't know, I like that felt almost like a cash grab. If they were saying, hey, we're gonna continue with Matrix 4, but like not announcing that Keanu Reeves and Carrie-Anne Moss are gonna be signed on to be on it as well, then maybe I might have been a little more interested in it, because like we're gonna maybe try to tell a different story. We're gonna go in a different direction. We're gonna follow somebody different at the very least. Maybe even Morpheus, which I'm cool with. I'll take that at Morpheus at this age or whatever's going on with him now down in Zion. I'll take that shit. But to see this and read it this way, all until I know anything else, just immediately feels like a cash grab. It feels like we didn't need to do this, which, like you said, you felt like they didn't need to do the second and the third one. This one, it really feels like we don't need to do. And it's like, Keanu, you got all these other things going on. You don't need to revisit this. So what are they doing? What are they bringing to the table that makes you and Carrie-Anne Moss want to sign on for some shit that y'all are technically dead? You know what I'm saying? I know money, but no, it can't just be money. Because, like, the shit that they got to go through to do a Matrix movie, nigga, it's not just the money. That shit, at that age, at those niggas' age.
He been doing John.
No, not as physical as this shit. It's not as like, this shit is hand to hand. John Wick is fucking mostly choking niggas out, throwing knives that aren't even really there, and firing off a gun that's not really going off.
Them niggas signed on, so they know something we don't.
I don't know, man.
As soon as
I feel this is wire work, nigga. This is like you haven't seen the last John Wick movie, so you haven't seen this nigga run. I mean, it is all in this nigga's run. His age is all in this nigga's run. He's not Neo anymore,
Maybe
bro.
Maybe they're gonna be old sages or something.
Nigga, when he goes into the Matrix,
like how Luke is right now. and in the freaking Star Wars movies, maybe he's gonna be the new Luke.
Oh my god, maybe he's
gonna be finding out the new one. He's the new Morpheus or something. I don't know, dude. But I'm not. Whatever it is, I'm not really excited for it. But then again, maybe they'll show me a teaser. Maybe I'll hear something about a storyline. Maybe my mind can be changed. We're gonna see it.
Yeah, I'm gonna see it, but I mean, how excited I'm gonna be about it is the question.
I'm more than sure the trailer drop is gonna catch the attention and the curiosity and nostalgia alone. We gonna watch it. But as soon as I saw this, it just felt like in the context of what we are as a society, where everything's a reboot, Everything's a reboot.
Everything.
You know what I'm saying? It just felt like more of the same. It's like, yo, they had a funny meme that had like Lion King, Toy Story, not Jumanji, but like they had all these movies that were all remakes, all in theaters at the same time. My nigga was like, what is this, 1995? It was like the truth. Like,
Time machine.
When I see Matrix is making a 4, I'm like, I'm more curious if those same creators came and made something new. Feel me? Or like you said, if they would have gave us an origin of Morpheus, at least that would have been a different direction, because how Morpheus got involved is at least a new story. I know it's a new story if you make a sequel, but it's with the same fucking toys.
I have to also, though, take into account that the Wachowski siblings, I believe is what we're referring to, is how they like to be referred to now. But anyway, they have tried to do Wachowskis. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. No, that's cool too. So, but they've tried to do other things. They've tried to be original. They've tried. They've had Jupiter Ascending. They've had Cloud Atlas. Every single one of them. Yeah. Sense8 on Netflix. Yeah.
I thought it was good though.
It was fucking dope. Like, let me tell you something.
Sense8 was good.
Everything that they've done, all of these things, flop.
But they were good.
So fucking ambitious. Now, granted, not perfect, but the ambition behind it, like these two have an eye. What?
The Cloud Atlas was some whole other shit.
Cloud Atlas, my nigga, was the ambitious one. Like, in terms of ambition.
Most ambitious.
Oh my God.
The concept was tight.
Oh, was it? But it was just like, man, maybe when they've implanted chips in our necks is like when we can revisit this one again. But it's just like, man, you are kind of ahead of the curve right now with this movie.
Too much with that.
Yeah, it's a lot to you are overloading the mind with a lot here, and that's the one. And it's a long fucking ride, bro.
They just made a trilogy. They should just made multiple movies.
They could have.
But you said they got the funding for that. You know what I mean?
Right. But that was a
like
dope
that should have been broke down.
Movie, though, dude.
I mean, the whole concept of souls being reconnected and reincarnated. You see the different lives and shit.
Yeah, nigga, right? But that shit is dope.
But the movie got boring at times,
nigga. Yes, it did. It was the slowest burn at times, my nigga. But it was worth. I appreciated
the concept.
I appreciated the experience at the end of it, though. I understand why it wasn't for the masses, though, because it was barely for me. Nigga, you know what I'm saying?
You know what they became, and it came. Now I know what it is about Matrix 2 and 3.
What is it?
These niggas here, you can tell, have amazing philosophical conversations, and then they say, let's make a movie about it. Even though some conversations probably should just stay conversations that you talk about. Them niggas needed a podcast, but all they had was a fucking film crew. And they said, well, we about to, you know how cool it'll be if we just explored, you know, how the soul can manifest at different time zones.
Yeah, like what if we just over time periods?
Vis-a-vis?
Like what if we start way back in BBC? Dude.
Telling you.
Dude. Then we jump forward.
Telling you, dude.
And then Halle Berry meets Keith David and somebody gets hit with a car.
And all that.
All that stuff happens.
Matrix 2 and 3 was just a bunch of their philosophical conversations with some fight scenes.
Yeah. Long fucking fight scene.
Nigga, long conversation. We met the goddamn inventor or whatever the hell the nigga was.
Oh, the architect.
The architect. That's what I said vis-a-vis. I'm gonna remember vis-a-vis forever because he said that shit like 5 times.
Vis-a-vis.
But
yeah. But yeah, no, I felt like I was just gonna feel meh about Hobbs and Shaw, and I felt meh. And I feel like we can tell a lot from a trailer, and I feel like if the trailer can definitely blow me away, dope. But I feel like if I start catching vibes from the trailer, then
what's gonna sell me is
it's gonna be what it is.
Keanu Reeves and Carrie-Anne Moss, because since then both of them become better actors. They've become, you know what I mean?
I didn't think they were bad though in any stretch of the imagination in this, but I will agree with that. Yeah,
Carrie-Anne Moss has been in so many different things. You know what I mean? She has so many colors now, so many things. Like I often say on the Acting While Black podcast, you know what I mean? As an actor, you want to get all these tricks in your bag and these characters in your bag. So whenever you got to pull elements and levels from them for other characters, I was the most despicable person ever once. So if this person just needs to have 1 or 2 little bad shades, I know how to pull that. I was despicable, and vice versa. You got all these things in your bag. Yeah. So both her and Keanu Reeves, their careers since Matrix have gone so many different ways. That going back to these characters with the right script, at least I know the acting wise would be interesting, because they're the unique chemistry in the original Matrix. Now seeing how they blossomed as superstars even more so. Keanu Reeves was already a star back then, but you know what I mean, even more so. I would be very curious to see how their energies match up now.
Yeah, me as well.
You know, so it'll be more so on, like I said, curiosities and nostalgias is what's gonna get me to watch this movie more so than any initial I'm so hyped.
Yeah, I feel like I'm at a point now where I am a fan. I'm a huge fan of what they did in the first, even the first, second, and third movie. So I'm going to be at the theater for 4. How excited and how much I'm going to anticipate it, that for me will be the question. I guess we'll see when we get a little further down the line.
So we got some years on this one.
Yeah, I'm not super excited though in the moment, but hey. I don't know. My mind could change. Ever. Yeah, my mind could change. I want to be blown away. So, hopefully that can happen. But that's an extremely high bar to set for it. So
hey, if you're just as good as Hobbs and Shaw, I'm happy.
Wow. Okay.
Yep.
Don't say that. Don't you dare say that.
Hobbs and Shaw.
Oh wow.
Was fun.
It was
fun.
It was fun.
To hell with Marty talking about. He like playing it was one better than all 3 of them. Hell with his taste.
No, he does not. He does not. No.
Oh, they've been all kind of shit coming about the Batman. They thinking about having a girl from Hobbs and Shaw be Catwoman. She's one of the runner-ups. Rumor has it.
Yeah, I like
She'd be an interesting Catwoman, wouldn't she?
Yeah. Oh, hell yeah.
And I would be very curious to see
who else would be?
Her play on Robert Pattinson.
Ooh, right, because Robert Pattinson is Batman now, right? I kind of keep remembering that.
Yeah, I forget. You have never seen his indie work to know that the nigga. One thing I will say about him, from shit that I've been seeing all the films, but he has built up this intense presence. Mm-hmm. He's got intense on kind of Twilight. That's what used to trip me out when I saw that movie originally.
Yeah.
I'm sitting there with my girl. I'm like, this nigga seems like a stalker, psycho nigga. Why y'all think this is sexy? He's all close to her. He don't blink. He's popping up in her room. This nigga was very, as a matter of fact, he been intense as a matter of fact. Yeah. But he learned how to use that bitch right now. Cause I've seen him in a few things, and I'm like, damn, dog, like you're an interesting person now. Mm-hmm. And funny enough, Kristen Stewart got more interesting now. Cause some of the more recent things, I'm sorry, she got a trailer that she's about to be in. Besides Charlie's Angels, she about to be some astronaut or something. And I was looking like, damn, girl, you got you some pussy and just turned into a whole new person. For real.
Yeah, her sort of rebirth, the rejuvenation, whatever we're calling it. I don't know, coming out. I don't know. Anyway, it's her choices lately have taken a very interesting turn, and she's very intriguing now.
Right, because she was known
more so than I find her more intriguing. I mean,
man, people used to say she only had one facial expression, bro.
She did.
You can't say that.
She
now.
did.
But you can't say that now.
No, yeah, true, very true.
You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean, the potential was always there. It's just it seems as though something has sort of sparked a new, I guess, direction for her. So, which is dope. I'm on board for it. Yeah. I haven't found her like intriguing or sort of what's the word, man? It's got to be a better word than I haven't found her like attractive, but like I there's something really intriguing about her in this Charlie's Angels trailer. Like so I mean it's just just see her differently.
Change, though, and I think Robert
see her differently.
I keep on saying I think Robert Pattinson's gonna be a good Batman.
Right. And I don't disagree. I'm curious. I'm curious. I'm curious.
What about, I threw this out here on Facebook, I'm gonna ask you.
Okay.
Marjorie from Game of Thrones, Poison Ivy.
Marjorie? Ooh. Yeah. I mean, but that's a no-brainer though. I mean, come on, dude. Yeah. Like,
just throwing it out there, buddy.
I mean, she's hired. What do you mean? Is she free? What I mean? Like, yeah. I mean, that's okay, yeah, definitely. I mean, that's an easy one if they want to go that way. Which, I mean, I feel like anybody who's ever been on Game of Thrones carries just so much clout, to your name now. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, yeah, that'd be dope. Wow, we're going to do Poison Ivy? And what movie is Poison Ivy going to show up in?
I'm just
Sirens, or it's just in general?
Wherever.
Okay. Right,
wherever you throw it back. Because right now, the Batman room, they have Two-Face, Catwoman, Penguin, Firefly, the Mad Hatter, and the Riddler, all in this one movie. So we ain't gonna have in this first one. We got a ton of shit going on.
Man,
Remember, he wants to do this noir mystery detective deal, so that makes sense to have a bunch of characters to play with if you're trying to figure out if we want some detective shit with Batman, because that's one thing that he wants to bring back, the detective aspect. He's supposed to be the world's greatest detective, and we won't see him do a lot of detecting in all his movies.
Yeah, I mean, you know, like I said, even though, you know, beyond our Planet of the Apes argument here, I do agree with Matt. I do trust Matt Reeves as a director. So,
right.
Yeah, no, whatever he's going to do.
The first one was good. The second and third one were great. I don't know what's so hard about that. Planet of the Apes.
I won't engage you with
it
this.
Got better when he came. That's all I'm saying.
I won't engage with. They were great to be. You know what? Everything gets. You know what, man? I don't wanna. I'm not gonna engage with you on this. But I do trust Matt Reeves, and so whatever choice he makes, man. I mean, at this point, yeah, he has the clout in terms of this that I gave Christopher Nolan at the time that Heath Ledger was mentioned for Joker, when I was just kind of like, what? And then I saw a fucking image of him, that first poster where you see it's just his, I was zooming on his fucking face,
right.
And you see those scars and shit, and I was kind of like, okay, I was wrong.
Right.
I was wrong.
Everybody.
He's definitely got an interesting look, nigga.
Oh man, so many of us have to eat a lot of crow.
Oh yeah, nigga! I saw that movie so many times though in theaters. Like I it's fine. It's like I made up for it.
But
Trust
that's
me.
What made me stop. Whenever I hear castings, I don't judge them. The last casting,
I try not to.
The last casting that made me cross my eyes a little was old girl in Wonder Woman, the villain.
Nigga, still, nigga,
I'm still,
I don't give a fuck. I need to see some.
I gotta see how that's about to. They have
me,
not shown her at all.
Tell me your shit makes sense, nigga. You
gonna
tell me that shit?
What's her
Kristen
name?
Wiig. Kristen Wiig.
Kristen Wiig as the main villain. Cheetah.
Cheetah, yeah. That makes sense.
I just don't see her as an action-y type person. And Cheetah's supposed to be fighting Wonder Woman. It's not just, you know what I mean?
This is like some fucking, you know what I'm saying? Hand-to-hand combat
Wonder
shit.
Woman and Cheetah are like, they physically throw down. They're supposed to be like equals on that playing field. They fight. You know, that's the villain that most like.
Telling me that's gonna happen?
I don't know, son, but if anybody knows freaking anything about Wonder Woman, most people, we don't know much about it because she ain't really do a whole lot as far as the zeitgeist go beyond the old school TV show and whatever you might catch on Justice League. But one thing that you will stay as a freaking constant, if you go back to the old Super Friends cartoon all the way up to now, Cheetah is the motherfucker that she be fighting. So yeah, I don't know how Kristen Wiig about to do. But
I like Kristen Wiig though. It's like, it's not that I don't like her. I just felt like that was a I'm sorry.
We don't know yet.
I felt like it was we don't know yet. And this could be Heath Ledger all over again. I hope.
Dude, this happened with Michael Keaton. This happened with Heath Ledger. This happened with Anne Hathaway.
Right. Yeah.
This happened with. She was much better than people thought she was gonna be as Catwoman. They thought
people didn't think she was gonna be good.
They was giving her shit. It was like Princess Diaries.
But she did like Brokeback Mountain.
Robert Pattinson only said Twilight. But people know only.
Robert Pattinson hadn't only done Twilight. Like nobody.
No, but that's all they giving Robert Pattinson when it comes down to this Batman shit. A lot of times people only know you from your hit, not the other shit you do. They know you from your hit. So they was giving us shit. Chris Evans, they didn't think he'd be a good Cap. We got
Well, no, you know what? I take that back. No, that's
what I'm saying. But there's a lot of examples of
he made me like Cap again.
A casting be announced. Mm-hmm. People go crazy. Then you see the damn movie, and you're like, "Oh my!" Robert Downey, because everybody wanted Tom Cruise at the time. When Robert Downey got cast, everybody was like, "What the fuck?" Because remember, he's coming off of
nobody
that.
wanted.
He was burnt in Hollywood, dude.
Yeah. You know had to fight for him.
And he had to forever had to fight hard because everybody just thought Tom Cruise was gonna do it because he was rumored for the role for years. He was rumored for Iron Man for years, my nigga. And when they announced it was gonna be Robert Downey Jr., they was like, oh, that, drug addict, hack, whatever. So I learned to trust the process. I learned to trust the director, and for the most part, I've been being good about it. Aside from, I can't help but be really, really giving the eyes to what Kristen Wiig about to do.
That's
the only one in
what
recent time.
what and maybe she will. Like
She might kill it.
I'm hoping that I don't get what I think I'm gonna get, and I don't want to put it out into the universe. But mark this moment and day, and we'll check in what, a year? Is that when
yeah, man,
it's
it
coming
comes
out? Yeah,
next summer.
so yeah, we'll check in next summer.
It's already finished, but the director got it pushed back because
Patty Jenkins is director.
Yeah,
right?
she pushed it back. I forgot the reason, and now she mad because she finally saw it with an artist and they loved it, so she wishes she could push it back forward. But gotta take your lick, man. Come out next year. So it's just sitting, done movie. Hopefully it's still popping. Tell me how you gonna bring Steve Trevor back. That's all I want to know. But let's
tell me people like Kristen. Like, so people saw it and liked it. So that means they got something right then.
Right,
okay, wait.
I ain't taking that in.
Okay, so somebody they got something right then.
Right.
Somebody got something right.
Somebody got something right.
All right.
Kristen
See,
was
all right. I may have to eat my words, nigga. My words. I hope, nigga. I'll cook that shit up so good.
The Joker movie getting a lot of good pub too. Trippy enough.
Nigga, if I walk out, if I like the Joker movie, bro,
it's getting amazing on the festival circuit. Because
right now, come here right now
on the festival circuit, right? And it's about to be the premiere one, not Cannes. One of these Sundance. One of these is about to be the main event because apparently niggas is fucking with this joint. Like it's looking good. We'll see. The concept's still weird.
Is it only festival runs? Cause
we don't know nothing else yet. Cause it's only been at a couple festivals so far. It hasn't it's not done. I'm just curious because
to be fair, like festival audiences are different.
I understand, son.
You know what I'm saying?
But we're the niggas that would be at a festival audience. We like films. Festival audiences are film lovers.
We would be honest, but it's like I don't know. It's not like
they
it's
say
you
it
and
feel
me,
like
my
a
nigga.
Scorsese joint, and that's the vibe they're going for. It's in 80s New York, and it's like leave everything you know about the comic books at home because they just tell their own story. So we'll see how it shake out.
Okay. All right.
Let's get into Batman Hush, man. Since we talking Jokers and shit.
Cool.
We've done this dance for so long. Like the view? It's the only thing you'll catch tonight.
Is Batman your new boy toy? I have one too. None of this is my fault. He made me control Superman.
What's his name?
He calls himself Hush.
The events of the past months reach as high as Superman and as low as the Joker. All were set into motion by Hush.
Is it too much to ask for one quiet weekend?
It's like they're all crawling out from under the carpets now.
Hush knows me. He's been one step ahead of me the whole time.
Tick-tock, trail's going cold.
This just gets better and better. Hush, Batman. Hush.
I'm probably grab some Popeyes.
The Popeye chicken sandwich is taking over the goddamn world, bruh.
Bro, Fat Girl Nola, y'all. Whole video, just eating a sandwich. Just eating a sandwich. Kids in the back, he's eating a sandwich. Everybody eating a sandwich. Actually, it starts in the front seat. Then it's just like, I'm gonna just let you finish this off in the front seat. He gets in the back. It's just 3 minutes of her just eating a chicken sandwich.
Look that up, y'all. Fat Girl Nola.
Definitely look it up. Yeah, it's a
Popeye chicken sandwich. You know how many
have you
people-
had it?
Nope, I haven't tasted it yet.
Are you going to like? I know you're not like eating certain stuff, right? You have like cheat days, though, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely try it.
All right.
I know I'm not gonna like the sauce because I don't like sauces like that. So
I don't like sauce either. Yeah.
I don't like those kind of sauces. I'm gonna probably get like barbecue sauce on it.
Oh, can you request that?
I'm gonna ask. I'm gonna say no, whatever shit you put on there. Throw some barbecue sauce. Otherwise, we're gonna pay for. I just get a little barbecue
sauce and just put on
bro.
sauce.
I feel like that thing gonna hit with a barbecue sauce, but like
Bro, that bread is like, it's. I got it without the sauce, and
there's lines for days. Apparently, people getting that joint.
What?
It's not like days, but like that. There be lines at Popeyes now.
Oh,
but some Popeyes are selling out of the sandwich. Selling out of the sandwich, son.
Jesus Christ, man.
It's the shit like that though. I don't know anything about it. Is it really that good?
Yeah, I enjoyed it, man.
It's banging on Chick-fil-A. Everybody's saying.
Yeah.
They like right now.
Yeah, I would say
it's
so.
winning the taste test of best chicken sandwich. See, that's the thing.
I say so. Yeah.
I don't normally get chicken sandwiches. Like
me either.
I'm rarely in the mood. Every now and then I might be in the mood to eat a chicken sandwich.
And I eat Chick-fil-A a lot. I don't normally get that chicken.
If I get a chicken sandwich, it's gonna be probably a big chicken sandwich. I don't really get many fried chicken sandwiches. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
I really like grilled chicken sandwich.
Okay.
But this one has so much hype to it that it's like, wait, I can't be sitting here in New Orleans, and not try the motherfucker.
Yeah, it's worth it. I think you'll enjoy it.
Might do it tonight.
If you can do it without the without the sauce.
Ain't no it's gonna happen.
No, I mean like if you can.
Doing.
No, I mean like if you can get them to put some sauce on there, you don't have to, go get it yourself or whatever. But
either way it goes, gonna taste the same, son. But you saying it's legit because dude,
it's legit. Yeah,
it's so hilarious to me that
man.
It shut down our city before it went viral. Cause right now it's viral. It's all over the country. It's the conversation all over social media. It's a big deal.
Yeah,
you hear me? Mm-hmm. But like for weeks before it even went viral, here people just come on talking about the chicken sandwich. Da 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 da. So it's funny how things just happen.
Yeah.
That's reviewing that chicken sandwich. But
that's it. You're welcome.
You're welcome. But Hush, man, Batman Hush, man. How you felt about that joint? This DC animated newest film is based off the comic book of the same name, but set in their already established New 52 universe, which I have mixed feelings about. Been having mixed feelings about for a minute, but yeah. Hush. It changed some shit.
So like most of the DC animated movies, I did enjoy this one very, very much. I don't know. I haven't come across one in a while that I haven't really dug. Actually, I take that back. I didn't really dig the Harley Quinn and Batman one.
That didn't happen. That didn't happen.
Okay, cool.
We gonna pretend like that never existed.
All right, fair enough.
If you're a glutton for punishment, you watch the Batman and Harley Quinn movie. That is one of the worst films I've ever seen.
Oh, okay, cool, great. Oh, cool.
Hated it. That's the one that ended with Swamp Thing coming up for no goddamn reason.
Did Swamp Thing show up?
At the
I don't
end.
even remember.
Oh, it's garbage.
Yeah,
they got fart jokes in the Batman movie, y'all.
Doesn't Harley and Nightwing get together?
Only cool part is Nightwing and Harley fuck.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Only cool part.
Okay, cool. I just want to make sure I saw the right movie. Okay, cool.
I was happy for both of them.
Oh, yeah, sure, of course. Shazam! Oh, no, that's not what she says. Yahtzee!
Yeah, that's what she said.
There you go, Yahtzee. All right, anyway. But I dug this one a lot. It worked for me. I didn't have any knowledge of the comics, so of course, coming in blind is always cool. And I dug the twist. I dug the whole dynamic with Selena Kyle and Bruce Wayne, and then Batman and Catwoman, and the whole reveal. And I actually thought that it was gonna turn out to be his best friend, this guy that just basically shows up and like, hey, we grew up with this guy. He's my friend. And I'm like, yeah, that motherfucker knows you, Batman. He gonna turn on you and do some shit, right? But they actually wind up killing that character. And I was like, oh shit, this is kind of sad. I thought from the jump you were the one.
So what was the point of that character then, Marty? That's what I'm asking you.
Oh, really?
What's the point?
Oh, I don't know. I thought they needed a sacrificial lamb.
So we get introduced to this completely random character
who you grew up with.
That apparently Bruce Wayne grew up with.
Yeah, I'm like
one or two scenes with this guy.
Yeah.
Then you just kill him. Why introduce him? I ask.
So that it seemed obvious like he was the guy, but he was not.
So you don't know anything about the comic book, right?
Mm-mm.
I want you to pull out your phone right now.
Okay.
Yeah, man. I want you to pull out your phones right there on the left.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm high. Sorry.
I want you to go to Google.
Gonna go to Google.
Go to the Google's live on there. So this guy's never read the comic book Hush.
All right.
I want you to look up Batman Hush.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. What? Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Boom, there he is. He look just like in the movie too. Look at him. And what's his real name? Alter Ego?
Alter Ego, Dr. Tommy Elliott.
Now what was
the
the
guy who died? So he was Hush?
Not in this movie.
Oh, my head hurts.
Oh, now you heard it. So, let me break this down a little bit. I'm glad I pulled up this thing, biggest differences. The thing is, I'm not usually a hardcore stickler about sticking to the comics and all movie adaptations. Honestly, I like when you switch it up a little bit. You feel me?
That was the whole point of this, I imagine.
But, my G, they made Hush the Riddler. Spoiler alert, everybody, if you don't get that, we're spoiler cats.
Yeah.
They made Hush the Riddler and then killed him. Mm-hmm. So you made Hush two characters for no fucking reason, and then you kill off the Riddler in our current New 52 continuity, because we never had a Riddler before this, and he ain't rising nothing. He's already freaking dead. This is the Riddler's biggest caper. There's no reason to bring in the Tommy Elliott character if he was not going to be Hush. If all you were going to do is kill him, just to trick comic fans that knew he was supposed to be Hush. That's the only reason they did it, to trick. And the thing is, I like being surprised, but then you sacrifice Riddler to do it. That's what kind of blew me, dog. As a Riddler fan on top of it, dog. Tommy Elliott, the whole way to go in the comics, man, like him and Riddler are in on it together, which is why I understand the notion of where that thought probably came from. Mm-hmm. They worked together to set up Batman for all this. They even got Clayface involved to fake Jason Todd, because people even thought Hush was gonna be Jason Todd. They had all kind of people didn't know who it was gonna be. Like it was this big ass mystery or what have you. But yeah, in the comics it wound up being his best friend. And that's the thing too in the comic. You meet his friend Tommy Elliott, so you kind of be looking like, wait, we ain't never known this nigga before. But they build it to a degree. And even if it would have been obvious, if you're gonna bring him in, don't bring him in and do nothing with him. Because they didn't do anything with him. Because even if you're gonna have him be a red herring and it still gonna be the Riddler for some dumbass reason, at least do more with the character than just bring him in randomly and kill him.
Yeah. Okay. That just kind of, I don't know. That kind of puts a different spin on it, I guess. But you know what? That I don't know. You know, that's sort of where it seemed like it was going, and I don't know. You think on some level they felt like that was predictable or too predictable in any way.
That's the thing. Most likely, that's the thing too. They could have faked Tommy Elliott's death to throw us off. That's what I thought was happening.
Right. That's what I thought too. Right.
And I'm saying this. See, in the comic, and I hate to be that guy. Oh, actually, in the comic book guy. But I'm just saying, even if you already knew it was going to be Tommy Elliott, they take you on such a ride. And I understand they couldn't take you on the ride that the comic take you on just an hour and a half. I understand that. But I feel like, just like you took liberties in this movie, there's certain liberties that you could have taken to get us off the scent of Tommy Elliott, but still either make it Tommy, or if you ain't gonna make it Tommy, make him have something to do with something. Otherwise, don't introduce his character at all. We didn't even need the character introduced. It could have been, instead of Tommy Elliott, it could have been some other person in Batman lore that's already established as being a friend of Bruce Wayne's. You know what I mean? And done the same thing with him. You dig? So it's like, this could have even been Harvey Dent, but you just don't kill him, but you kidnap him. You dig? It could have been so many, because that's another thing too. Harvey Dent was somebody thought could have been Hush when you're on a roller coaster that is, they don't have that element at all in this movie. But in the comic, they take you on this roller coaster where it's like, you even if you know it's got to be Tommy because it introduces new character, they give reasons why it could be other people in your head. You feel me? So that was great. So I'm saying they could have made liberties, but
they could have.
Before we get to specifics, no, let's not even get to this yet. But in the movie.
They break down every change in the movie.
Yeah, son, that's just an interesting article.
Word.
But I was entertained by the film though.
Yeah, me too.
I dug because the thing, I have a weird relationship with these New 52 joints because historically, dog, DC makes amazing animated films.
Yes, they do.
They usually are like
they're fearless.
That's where they freaking shine in that animated sphere, really. But when they started going into the New 52 era, that's when Kevin Conroy stopped doing the Batman voice. That's one of the main ways to know when they switched it up. The animation changed. I think the first one was was it Justice League War? It was one of them that I just watched it and I was just kind of off-put by it. I didn't like a lot of the new things they were doing. And then from that point on, I either go from being mad on the movies or liking them but not loving them as much as I love the films pre-New 52 animated era. Because what's funny is the New 52 ain't even a thing in comics anymore, but they still, trudging along in the animated space. And I understand they started this world, they want to continue the world. They even put Hush in this world, and that's why they did certain changes that they did do, and not could ride with him. Like Damien ain't supposed to even be in Hush. He wasn't even around it.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Like the only thing I was kind of thinking was like, yo, man, where Damien at? And I was like, oh, that's Damien. I was like, okay, cool.
But,
you won me over.
But
cool.
Technically, the comic, he's not
supposed to be there. Yeah.
There's no Tim Drake in this universe. And Tim Drake is in this comic supposed to be. Not as much Nightwing as we get. Okay. But once again, we don't have Tim Drake, so they have to sub in Nightwing, and Nightwing was fun. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
That was Huntress. Well, we're gonna get to the changes. I ain't gonna talk about the changes yet because there's a list of them I'm gonna get into. But when I'm watching the story, so the story is about this new player Hush is on the board, and you know what I mean, he's trying to take out Batman. He even knows Batman's identity, dog. So he even coercing villains to do his bidding for him. There's this amazing set piece with it's in the movie is Bane, in the comics is Killer Croc, but in the movie is Bane, and he's taken over by Poison Ivy. And Poison Ivy was able to take over Superman later, and that was an epic ass battle in the comics that they was able to show some parts of in the movie. Right. And Poison Ivy wreaking all, even got Catwoman, like wreaking all this havoc, but then you find out that she's been put up to this by Hush.
Right.
I don't think you ever say his name like that early like that, honestly, in the comic, but fine.
Okay.
But in the movie they did.
Right.
But I'm like, yeah, so now Batman's on the scent to try to find Hush. Don't Hush fuck him up, like he fall from he's swinging.
So he's swinging through or whatever, and Hush takes out the cord with a sniper shot.
Yeah, he falls.
And he falls and busts his fucking head. Like there's serious head trauma.
He should have a broken back.
Yeah,
he falls.
I thought it was gonna play. Yeah, no. It should have. I thought it was gonna play a bigger factor later on, in the battle modes. For me, it made every battle at that point super, super tense. Like when he has to fight Superman, I'm like, nigga, if this nigga just plucks you in the head, you gone. You dead.
But they let some time elapse before he had to get into certain shit.
A little. Did they? I don't know. I watched it a little bit in spurts, but
some weeks had gone.
Oh by. Yeah, that's right. Because he was kind of doing his thing with Catwoman at one point too. And they
had a whole Catwoman montage. Him and Catwoman became partners and shit. Yeah. That was an interesting dynamic they had with him and Catwoman. I like that storyline.
Yeah, me too. I like that too.
Even how it ended. The whole story they told with Batman and Catwoman, and this was pretty cool. They had
their season.
They had their season. She was coming over to the good side. Basically, she had a thing for Batman and a thing for Bruce Wayne, the classic Clark Kent Superman shit with Lois. Right. Then at one point, Alfred and Nightwing basically tell him man, you gotta tell it 100 if you're gonna do it. So he keeps it 100 with her. Then they wind up becoming partners. They became dating. They became crime fighting, and they dating in real life. And it's just everything all hunky dory. But as the movie progresses, everything will Hush. Just focusing on their storyline. It gets down to Batman's big rule about not killing, and he's all about justice. And Catwoman's like, you will never cut corners, and you're gonna get us killed, and you're gonna get me worrying about you too goddamn much. Because you and this code of yours is gonna be to your detriment, and you know what I mean. And flash forward to the end of the movie when the person that winds up being Hush, Batman really can't save him, but he's still trying to the point where Batman is about to die trying to save Hush, and Catwoman just kills this nigga fuck it, cuts the line herself, and
Catwoman's I ain't got no time for this shit.
This bullshit. Yeah. But it dried the pussy up, no pun intended, because you know what I mean. She nigga, you really crazy.
Gonna let me fucking die. You was about to die.
Yeah.
Save this nigga to save him so he can die too. I might be able to get behind your heroics, but nigga, your logics need some work. Nigga. I don't know, man. This ain't gonna work out for me. I don't know if we can do this.
Sorry.
This ain't gonna work.
And then at the end of the story, they ended bittersweet. They went their separate ways, and like you said, that was their season. But watching that I dug that storyline.
Yeah.
my thing, they made Riddler a C-list villain, and they had him do these things, and then the twist was wound up being that like Riddler wound up being Hush, but it just didn't track for me the character of Hush, how they portrayed him being the Riddler when I thought back. Like when I watched it all the way through, I was entertained because I love watching, I love watching these kind of films,
Yeah.
But then when I started thinking about logistics and like Hush, the character, especially since the first time I'm watching it, quote unquote, knowing that it's supposed to be Tommy Elliott. So from the way he speaks to his mannerisms and everything else, it felt like, you know what I mean? Okay.
So legitly, when they killed him, you thought that was a misdirect. You thought he was still potentially.
No.
Oh.
I just once they killed Tommy Elliott, we see his body, and then Riddler says, "I'm Hush." I instantly like, okay, Riddler's Hush. And then I'm like, Riddler, what kind of acting are you able to do to be nigga? You was a whole nother nigga. Now I understand they had not. This is the first time we really seeing the Riddler in this animated universe. But if you're gonna play on every other version that we've gotten so far of Riddler, even the version you showed in this movie that Batman thwarted as a red herring.
Right.
The character of the Riddler, if you could be that tough and that swaggy and that machismo, why don't you like that normally when you're dealing with Batman instead of such a bitch? You have snipering skills, Riddler?
Where did these skills come from? Yeah.
All kind of shit that's like, if you make a Tommy Elliott, I can eat because I don't know nothing about Tommy Elliott versus...
And he could have, whatever.
He could be whatever because it's Tommy Elliott. He could tell me his backstory and how the fuck he came to be. But I know Riddler can't do all that shit they had Hush doing, swagging and talking and punking Poison Ivy and all that shit just because you put some bandages on your face, Riddler? I'm sorry, yo.
Riddler got that fucking Lazarus piss juice on deck.
Man, yeah,
he sipped that shit like syrup.
But give him
and
swag, though?
Yeah, nigga, that's his mojo right there.
Bro, that shit kind of make you psycho.
Nigga.
Now, on one nerdy comic book thing that you could throw out there, technically at some point in the comic books, Riddler wound up becoming having multiple personalities and stuff. So you could argue that maybe it was one of his personalities that came to fruition, and that was... Shut the fuck up. It made no sense. It made no sense on the rewatch and taking it. Because usually when you do things like have a mystery person and it's someone that was in your face the whole time, there has to be something about it that makes you feel like, damn, I believe that was that person. I don't believe after finding out Riddler was Hush that Riddler was Hush, even though he was Hush. Straight up. What? Straight up. I still don't believe it. They told me the whole story, Marty. I still don't believe it. You weren't Hush. You weren't Hush. You killed Tommy Elliott last minute and said you was gonna get there. You know what I mean? You weren't Hush. Tommy Elliott was Hush, and then Riddler killed him on the last minute, nigga. That's the story I tell in my head, nigga. But
picture Batman hit him with that shit.
I mean, because the movie rolled until that moment for me, dog. That's the thing. What's funny is this: when they made Riddler Hush, I was riding up until they killed him.
Just so them killing him because he like never really made an appearance in the universe like that.
That pissed me off enough to start thinking about the other things that I've said.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because when I first found out Riddler was Hush, I was like, damn, y'all eliminated, y'all just trying, like I told you, y'all trying to trick the comic fans and not make it Tommy Elliott. But then when you kill Riddler at his first appearance in your universe, then I'm like, what was the point?
Had you read the comic like long before the mention of the
I read
you were already familiar with this.
I read I haven't read it recently, which is why I want to read it recently to really. That's why I can't wait to read this list of the things they changed from the comic because it might remind me of some things that I forgot about. But there's a point like especially fresh into my huge Batman fandom where it's like I looked up like what's all the classic Long Halloween, Arkham Asylum, Hush. Like there's certain Batman Dark Knight Returns, there's certain Batman comics that when you Google top Batman must read, blah 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 blah, etc. So Hush was one, and I read Hush years ago. So I remember certain things about Hush, but like I said, I remember because there was some shit with Riddler. Riddler was having some brain issue or whatever, so he did go to Lazarus Pit and shit. But like he wasn't Hush. Like it was him and Hush in on it, and like they even made Jason Todd, Clayface pretend to be Jason Todd and shit. That's gonna Clayface flip that they used later. Was like a shout out to that later because Clayface was in on it, and then all these different elements that, you know what I mean. I would have been fine with y'all eliminating only if you'd have kept Riddler alive and let Tommy Elliott be Hush, honestly. And it might be the fanboy in me, but those are the main things I remember about this film, honestly. Because once he's on the trail for Hush, what? Then Hush keep coming to him, really.
Oh, okay. See, so it's like when you say that's the only thing you remember, is it like the movie is like somewhat forgettable in the middle at some point?
I'm saying what I remember is Batman and Catwoman.
Yeah.
Batgirl random appearance because in their world she on some other shit, and you know, because she had her whole little movie. I remember Batman getting fucked up. He going to the hospital. Tommy Ellis is his fucking doctor.
That motherfucker hitting the fucking pavement. I remember that shit. I was like, damn,
I remember
man.
Nightwing was funny.
Batman, you ain't had no backup plan?
Nightwing was funny as shit.
Yeah.
Damien had his little cameo in that joint. He was like, how dare you get with Catwoman? She a villain and shit. That shit was funny. I remember the whole montage of Catwoman.
If she gives you some sort of carnal release, then then I guess it's okay.
Right. We have the whole montage of Catwoman and Batman. I remember we had a Joker situation for a minute because
that nigga, that shit
Batman
there.
just killed that
I was
nigga.
like, wait a minute, does he kill him in the comic? In this moment, does he actually kill the Joker again? Is this another moment in time where he kills the Joker? Because it seemed like,
but some
until your boy showed up,
something even different with the Joker in this. In the comic, I think the Joker was still with it. Like, even though he didn't know necessarily everything about going on with Hush, he wasn't like, you know, in the movies, he's like, I don't know what's going on. In this situation, I think Joker was like, well, fuck, think what you want, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I don't remember. But let's get to these changes. Let's get to some of these changes that the movie made.
Alrighty.
All right. 23. Bane in place of Killer Croc.
Okay.
Yeah, it's Killer Croc that's doing like the whole heist for the money and the kid. And I liked in the movie that
Killer Croc is doing Suicide Squad right now.
That's probably that is probably what is happening. You playing.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I like the fact that they commented on Bane being stupid uncharacteristically. Because, you know, in the comics, Bane is super intelligent. Dark Knight Rises made him super intelligent. But like a lot of people had this inkling because of that Batman and Robin movie that Bane was just a big dumb idiot. So I was glad that since he was being a big dumb idiot at the top of this movie, they commented on what's wrong with him. He's not being his normal self.
I feel like he's a little more articulate normally.
Right. He was just on Killer Croc mode. But like, because it was supposed to be a Killer Croc. When Lady Shiva come and visits him, in the comics it's Ra's al Ghul, but in this universe Ra's al Ghul is dead. Mm-hmm. So they had to make it a different person that meets up with him from the League of Shadows to talk to Batman about shit that's going on at the Lazarus Pits.
Okay.
When Batgirl saves him, it's supposed to be Huntress.
The Huntress. Okay.
They say a larger role for Nightwing. Like I said, there is no Tim Drake, so Nightwing winds up getting a lot more screen time than he's supposed to because there's no Tim Drake. Bane truly escapes from prison. In the original Hush storyline, Killer Croc seemingly escaped from custody, but the truth was that Batman persuaded Amanda Waller to let him go so that Batman could follow Croc's trail back to whoever hired him to act as the middleman of the kidnapping plot. But in the movie, Bane does escape from the custody of Amanda Waller and her Suicide Squad thanks to his new Venom formula, also making him immune to sedatives they employ. Both stories leave Batman and Robin just in time to save Catwoman, who was mind controlled by Poison Ivy. I don't like this skinny Waller shit. Amanda Waller is supposed to be big, hefty woman, black woman.
Who was Amanda Waller this time? Was it CCH?
I don't know. All I saw was a skinny lady and got mad.
I feel like it was CCH Pounder, so I kind of let it. It
might have still been, dog, because in the New 52, when they was trying to do all this new shit, they made Amanda Waller skinny instead of, Big Dog, The Wall. And I guess New 52.
The Wall.
I mean, that's what she's known as, man. Cut that shit. Everybody knows The Wall. I forgot Bruce Wayne stops at the Daily Planet. I forgot about that scene where he making Clark kind of fucking jealous. In the comics, Bruce Wayne was already the owner of the Daily Planet at the time Hush was set, and didn't need a specific reason to justify coming in to check on his investment. That's why he made it in that thing. He said, maybe I should buy this place. Nah, in the comics, he really did. Since poison ivy requires a special chemical made by Lex Corp to keep her plant collection, Batman goes to the very top to learn who Metropolis just ordered a large quantity. He talks to Talia al Ghul in the comics, but in this version, he talks to Lex because in that last movie, Lex got down with them. And that Superman joint, Lex kind of turned into being a good guy because he helped take down all the, fucked up Superman. So yeah, in this world, that's why Lex and him was all chummy.
Oh, okay.
Batman's supposed to have this ring that Superman gave him made of kryptonite, but instead he had brass knuckles.
Vanessa Williams.
Vanessa Williams was at the wall?
Yeah.
In this version, Catwoman pushes Lois off the Deadly Planet, but like that was some real shit. I like that scene. I like that scene.
Yeah, it's just like I improvised.
Yo, Superman was evil, and to get up, like everybody know Lois Lane is Superman's freaking his real weakness, his real kryptonite.
Yeah.
So to break him out of the trance, Catwoman got Lois Lane off a cliff while Superman trying to hack up Batman, and Superman got to choose whether he gonna be on his evil kick, listen to Poison Ivy and kill Batman, or save his love, because she pushes that chick off a damn roof.
You gotta love Ride or Die, man.
But in the comics, she legit fell. Like she was trying to get away from Catwoman and she falls.
Oh, okay.
I like the push better.
Right, me too.
Crypto's supposed to be in the movie, in the comic, but no Crypto here. We didn't need no Crypto.
Nah.
Like I said before, Batman learns Hush's name earlier. Like, in the movie, he learned it earlier. There's no Damian Wayne was, right? I already talked on that. Why Harley Quinn attacks the Opera is different. The reason why she robs the Opera are completely different. In the comics, is revealed at the end that Harley joined in Hush's scheme because they gave her a chance to work with the Joker, who she was trying to win back at the time. In the movie, Hush kidnaps Joker and blackmails Harley into working for him, threatening to murder Joker over it. Batman-Joker fight. And the only real difference is that the focus in the film remains on the two arch enemies with none of the interference from Catwoman or Harley Quinn. The Joker was a willing participant in Hush's scheme in the comics, whereas in the movie, he's fresh to escape from nearby. So I was right, so Joker was in on it.
Okay.
Romance, more time, no redemption for Two-Face. Two-Face supposed to be in the fucking movie. Not. The fight with Scarecrow was supposed to be with different people, but still got it. No Jason Todd appearance. Like I said earlier, Clayface pop up and pretend to be Jason Todd at a point where Batman think he fucking tripping. And that's what made people think that, whoa, Jason Todd's really alive and this and that. But here go the retcon that they did. In the comic, they made it Clayface, but when they really did bring Jason Todd back to life, they wrote in like the Jason Todd like Lost Files or the Lost Story or some shit that was really him, that he worked with Hush because he was trying to drive Bruce Wayne crazy because at the time he was mad at him and shit. So Jason Todd came back, but he just wasn't Hush. Spoke on the Clayface. Harold Arnold, we don't care about him. We talked about Hush is supposed to be Tommy Elliott. Riddler's motivation. In the original Hush, Riddler entered the partnership with Dr. Tommy Elliott after approaching his former brain surgeon with the secret of the Lazarus Pit, thinking Elliott would want to know the secret of Nigma's miraculous recovery from an inoperable brain tumor. Instead, Elliott tried to hire Nigma to kill Bruce Wayne, leading to Nigma suggesting how they could use Elliott's fortune and his genius to devise the ultimate revenge scheme. In the comics, while Nigma wants revenge, he's also in it for the money. In the movie, Nigma is entirely devoted towards getting revenge on Batman and everyone who mocked him for not being a worthy enemy for Batman, etc., etc. And how Bruce and Selina break up is different in the comics.
Oh, okay. How they break up in the comics?
In the original comic books, Selina dumped Bruce for being unable to trust her fully, as he was left questioning everything he knew about all his loved ones in the wake of Tommy Elliott being unmasked as Hush. But in the movie, Catwoman cuts that grab the hook. That's the only thing keeping Hush from What a switch up.
Yeah, that's a more direct. Okay, I feel that.
Go read the comic book. Anyone listening, I highly recommend reading the comic book Batman Hush. Message me and I'll get you an easy way to watch it without having to. But hey, send me an email, I'll get you the keys to the kingdom where you can read any comic book you want. But Batman Hush is high on the list. Before we get up out here, man, let's talk some little bit of euphoria. Little bit of euphoria, man.
Word.
we didn't get the word on. They had the last 2 episodes, and I wasn't caught up like you.
Yeah.
So how'd you feel at the end of everything?
At the end of everything, I thought it was a nice little journey. I don't sort of know what the lifespan of this show would be sort of moving forward. I don't even know what to expect or what to even hope for going forward. But in terms of the journey and the colors and the dope imagery, I think I enjoyed this experience. You gotta admire the balls on this fucking show. Like it's a show that like when it first started off, I was kind of like, I don't know if I want this sort of adult show for teenagers, because that's sort of what it seemed like.
Yeah, it freaked you out.
It definitely did. It set with me in a weird way the first, I don't know, I guess week or 2 of me watching it, because I remember the show being on like maybe 3 or 4 episodes that sort of aired before I'd actually jumped on board. And but I immediately just could appreciate the style of it, and I think Zendaya was a dope sort of vehicle to kind of catapult us into everybody else's lives, and then we get into all these other characters who have their own stories and wants and dreams and drama, if you will, and it's just it's complex, and it's like. Granted, this isn't exactly what I remember it being like when I grew up, but then again, I didn't have social media, all these phones and shit.
World.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's so different. Come on, man. Right? But it's like, you empathize with a lot of these characters, and then you, like, man, some of them just go completely left. I mean, and but it's I enjoyed it a lot. I look forward to if there's more. I believe they've been signed on for another season, right? For season 2. So. I mean, I'm not sure exactly how that's gonna play out, but I enjoyed this one, beginning to end. We can get into highlights too, also, if you like. But in terms of an overall, it's a recommend, I believe. I would recommend this show. It's just I would probably always give the disclaimer that you gotta just kind of give it a shot, like you. I don't know how to explain it, but it's like I feel like there is some fair warning that needs to be had before watching it, and I feel like maybe social media and just the general culture around it has kind of already had that conversation just in general, even if you've never seen the show. Yeah. Because I knew the content was going to be these kids in these adult situations, but seeing it, hearing it,
do we call them adult situations? Because that's the thing. When you're a junior and you're senior high school, especially in today's time, getting access to drugs ain't that wild. Fucking ain't that wild. We was fucking in high school. You know what I'm saying? It's like, is it really adult situation? I mean,
having a pill addiction though, that's kind of I personally don't. Advanced, huh?
But once again, dude, the drugs, pills weren't big in our age, but it is for them.
Yeah.
Where they pills, and then you go more to the suburban areas and stuff. Because remember, we from New Orleans, we're a different kind of city.
Yeah.
But you talk about like some of those more suburban areas, dog. Those kids, those teens, they grew up a little different than what we even used to. So a lot of this was like a microscope into actual what's going on in a lot of these schools for real now. Yeah. Like it was a bit mature, but I feel like
you go. Yeah, that's the word.
But I feel like it was honest.
Yeah. Yes. Exactly. I agree. But I forget where I was going with that before, but yeah. Anyway, I think it's worth watching. Like it's like just visually. I mean, I think the show is absolutely stunning, and each character deserves like some sort of nomination. I feel like everybody goes for it.
Yeah, it's a raw cast.
Yeah, definitely.
Everybody shines. Mm-hmm. You did.
Yeah.
Start with
Maud Apatow. I'm sorry.
Lil Apatow, who we first saw in Knocked Up as a child.
Yes, I'm just
is one of the most subtly hilarious characters on the fucking show.
She had the best fucking line of that finale, nigga. I can't even remember what the shit was. Dog. But nigga, she had me rolling. I was just like,
remember,
yes.
Dog, she had my heart when she was Bob Ross for Halloween.
Yeah, nigga. I know. Ain't nobody got it.
Son.
It was so fucking dope.
Dude, she was subtly so hilarious. And I was wondering, did she have a crush on Rue? Or is that just really her partner and she freaking, I don't know. There are a few elements that you could play with her, man. She was if we just start from her character, dog, she was the observer. She was the one with the purest of heart. You know what I mean? And she felt like a conscience in a way for her sister and for a lot of them. Like, I really low-key dug her character a whole lot watching this series.
I agree. I definitely I thought there was a lot. Yeah, there was a lot to her, and we peeled it back layer by layer. I don't know, when you mentioned her and her being the observer, I started to think about her and her relationship with the boyfriend, the guy, I forget his name, but whoever the boyfriend is, who's off in college, who comes into town from time to time. And
you do it from New Edition?
Yeah. You mentioned that she was dressed as Bob Ross, but remember, she intervenes on him about to walk in on your girl making out with the
other her sister
dude.
cheating on McKay.
Yeah,
McKay is with her sister, and like, yeah, she was very aware. Like I said, she's paying attention at all times, dog.
And it's like, also too with him, like, it's like kind of after, and okay, guys, I guess
her name is Lexi. I'm trying to get some of these names together.
So
Maud Apatow is Lexi. Her sister is Cassie, who is freaking gorgeous.
Yeah, she is. Yes, absolutely.
All right. Hunter Schafer plays Jules, and Zaya's Rue. Barbie Ferreira. They don't got her character's name. The heavy set dominatrix. I love that character.
I love her too, man. She was dope.
She was gorgeous too, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, she's always. Underrated, very subtle dude, but I loved everything that dude did.
Ethan, the guy that was liking on her?
Yeah, the guy that was liking on her. I mean, I thought that shit worked so perfectly, and it's like, God damn,
he really dug her. She was
just
like, the worst.
It's so stupid to be young and just stupid.
I was glad for her self-awareness at the end, and she saved that relationship, because she fucked it just thinking this man was flirting, and he wasn't even talking to the chick that she thought.
Yeah, and I mean, you gotta have your own journey. I mean, because
her journey was interesting. She went from the nerdy fat chick to the freaking sexually dominant, gorgeous sex kitten. Like, what the fuck?
You know what I'm saying? Like, she fully bloomed into her confidence.
But then still realized she didn't have to be an asshole to become that. Because at that one scene that was creepy as fuck when she was doing, because that's the thing that was killing me about her journey, where she was doing the dominatrix shit over line to get money. Well, at one point I'm like, get your money, honey, but bitch, you are under 18. You are a high school student. Letting these old men look at you, and you dancing for him and shit. And at that one, when that dude was just super creepy.
Oh, the one that didn't show up on that side. Like, that shit was fucking
I was like, I was wondering if that was gonna go somewhere else.
Yeah, me too. Like, and she just kind of killed it, like, all together. I was like, damn. But like, it was just interesting to see that side of things. It's like like looking at a woman's DMs versus your own. You know what I'm saying? It's just like that. And then in that world, that scope of things, it's like, man, you got people just trying to scratch a very specific itch, and it's like, it's a whole different, like, beast here. You know what I mean?
I mean, they introduced it and played it for laughs because all them niggas were pathetic at first.
Yeah, but it got, right. It turns to this just easy thing, and it's like, it's like, and then when you kind of get closer to the darker side of it, or the more, secretive, if you will. I mean, because like that dude had no intention of showing who the fuck he was. That was never gonna be an option.
I mean, no, but that nigga felt like he knew her age. Not saying he did. You know what I mean? It's like the other niggas, because you see she looks older. Okay. You know what I mean? But the other niggas, I think they was just getting up thinking this dominatrix woman was coming on to them. Yeah. That seemed like the type of nigga. Of course, he didn't know her age, but if he did know her age, he ain't give a fuck.
Nigga, I thought it was gonna be one of the fucking. I thought we was gonna find out it was one of the students or some shit.
I thought he was gonna stalking. I had all kind of thoughts, dog.
You're right.
The whole deal of self-awareness and self-empowerment to get to the level of realizing the nice guy was just being a nice guy, man. You ain't got it.
It was just a misunderstanding, really, that drove y'all in the wrong direction to begin with.
She went fucking 50 million people off of that.
Yeah, but like, dog, he was just talking to her, man.
I wish you just would have fucked him, because none of them other niggas really needed that. Yeah. If you didn't even, at least if you enjoyed it, I'd be like, well, mom, get you. But you didn't. Every time we saw her having sex with somebody, it just was like ego play. She didn't seem like sexually she was that into it.
She was into it, yeah, no.
Possibly the last nigga. The one that she was like, I always thought I was going to lose my virginity to you. And he was like, I don't remember you. And she was like, you were my boyfriend in like 3rd grade. He's like, I don't remember that at all. So I think she liked that.
Right, that one.
Because that was the jerk nigga that was fucking with Cassie and was mad because Cassie wouldn't fuck him, even though she kept on kissing him.
Yeah, that was. Yeah, I felt. Yeah, I didn't like the fact that he still got some pussy at the end of the night.
That blew me.
Yeah, I didn't really dig that.
He
Then with her friend. Then with her fucking friend.
Right.
Like,
he still won. He still won, and that was that's real life, I guess.
Yeah, no, that is. You're right. You're absolutely right. But it didn't hurt the friendship in any way.
They didn't even know.
So, fuck it.
As we get into Cassie had an interesting little story arc, man. She was the girl that, and it was interesting that you find out that she fell in love with all these guys, trusted all these guys, and guys just kept on fucking her over. And then when we was growing up, nigga, when cell phones hit our age, when we was like in middle school going into high school, and they didn't have video cameras on them.
Not sending photos.
We got bucked up when pictures came on them, and the most you'll get is like some grainy bullshit. Nigga, y'all could do full-blown films now on these damn phones. So to be in this era,
to the cloud.
And like they said, man, it's currency, damn. It's not like you sexing is currency. It's not like you're gonna be in a relationship and you're not gonna get the risque picture, what have you, or you not. And in this age, they even stupider. They trusted these niggas they think they're gonna be with forever. And she got all the sex tapes out about her, and she still gotta keep her head high.
Oh, bruh, that was painful. That shit there, 'cause it's just like. That shit is out there, bro. At that point, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's no getting that shit back. Yeah, and it's just like, also too, like, you gotta know how to play this shit, man. I mean, like, at this point, this shit is out. You know what I'm saying? If the nigga confronts you and you care about the nigga, man, just you gotta own it, man. You gotta
you gotta not let none of these niggas film you. That's my thing. I have a daughter.
I mean, at this point, that's what you tell them to begin with. But then again. Kids do stupid shit.
I understand.
And then they do the opposite of what you tell them.
I understand what you're saying, son, but what I'm saying is this. I'm not going to even hate on sending a risque picture necessarily, even though I could get you some shit. You hear me? If you send a bra and panty shot to this nigga and that's your boyfriend, send your little bra and panty shot. No, but I would try. Shit. No, I would try to at least level with my freaking teen and be like, don't send her naked with. Don't send her naked with your face, because they got women who do that to this day. Like, they'll send you a naked picture, but they might not have their face attached.
Right.
You know what I mean? At least give you that game and be like, don't let a motherfucker film you. Like
never.
You should be smart enough to just trust that level.
That's just never a good idea.
Especially and specifically in high school. Because I done some filming shit in my adult life and shit, nigga. So I can't be a hypocrite and be like, da-da-da-da-da. But if I'm talking to my teen, I'm trying to give them some game. And like you said, they're going to do dumb shit regardless.
Yeah, right.
But because right now, if no one told this girl, like, say, man, don't be letting these niggas film you. She had a few videos. She had a few naked pictures with her face. It's like nobody's game.
That's what I'm saying.
She got the drunk mama that don't know no better.
She learned that lesson herself.
Yeah.
And still did it again and again and again.
No, she didn't learn that lesson fully. I don't think so. Cause the thing is,
bro,
I feel like niggas was getting her, dog. Cause that's the thing, you got a sex tape about you and you don't know about it just yet. But you could be right. She could have been just that dumb. But at the end of the day, she said I fall in love with them all. But
I mean, she knew. Like, I felt like when we got her inner monologue or whatever, when we got Rue's version of following her life, I feel like I got the impression. I don't know where, can't say specifically, but I feel like she knew that shit was out there.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I mean, I feel like she figured it out eventually. I don't know if she knew it was out there while she was making more.
I feel like she knew before. She knew before a boy confronted her about it.
No, me too.
You know what I'm saying?
But what I'm saying is, let's say she had 3 boyfriends and they all did that shit. I'm not saying that I necessarily know that she knew that the previous boyfriend leaked tapes. Niggas might have just had tapes and they all leaked them and she didn't know it. And I could see her finding out all about them at once. Because they got that scene where she does see it. But I don't know if she sees them all in as amalgamation of, oh shit, you out here. Or she saw one and just kept being stupid. I wasn't really that clear on if that was the case. Right. Feel me? But either way it goes, it's such situation. And
yeah, no, I felt like I don't want to get into it. Like, we really need to blame the motherfucker with the camera as well.
Yeah.
Not just
no, the nigga with the camera is fucked up. You a fucked up dude for leaking that shit. It's like, dog, this should be a certain, because even to this day, dog, like, you wouldn't, like,
it should be.
I could break up with you. I ain't about to let out the video and the pictures of you. Like, that ain't right.
That's just, well, I mean, nah, it's not right, but then some niggas just ain't right either.
But exactly, but I'm saying, that's what I'm saying. I'm not trying to blame her. I'm saying I wish someone would have gamed her against these freaking fucked up ass abusers. That the way? I don't even know the right word. They just fucked up. But Yeah, man. Then she wound up getting pregnant for McKay. And then that whole scene with the abortion, that just was heartbreaking. While she juxtaposed to her figure skating because she always wanted to be a figure skater. That whole background of her daddy being on heroin addict. Like, dude, these characters had some shit with them, dog.
And then it's like, some people like to listen to music. And then in the moment, I was just like, yeah. So, you gonna listen to some music that you always gonna associate now from this day forward with this moment.
Right.
So now I'm gonna go listen to my favorite, whatever, and have it associated with this. It's like, nah, man, I'd rather y'all got some white noise. You know what I'm saying? Like I just, and then she put something on to listen to it. I was just like, I don't know. In that moment, I was just like, yeah, nah, I don't want any music. I don't want anything that's like to be associated with this for the rest of my life moment. You know what I mean? Right. I don't want that. So
and they let you ride with her through that.
Yeah, and it's just you're right. That was extremely that whole episode was potent. That whole moment. That was the finale,
that was the last
right?
episode.
Yeah.
Another character we could get to. Do you want to get to Maddie and Nate? Nate the psychopath and his freaking. That relationship was so hard because that's the one, especially with the Maddie chick, being in an abusive relationship but still riding that roller coaster, dog. I've heard too many stories about this scene that's happened to friends of mine of being in abusive relationships and can't seem to get out. And Nate is an actual sociopath. Like,
oh, bro,
that nigga, that character is
him.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So I'm gonna try to stick with him and not dig too much into his dad. But
I fucks with Cal.
Cal is.
He's flawed, but he has a conscience. Nate is just nuts.
I don't know if I fucks with him.
I fuck with Cal. That's the thing. Me and J.Steel started liking him when he walked up to Jules, and the whole time you think he about to do something fucked up to her.
Oh, and he's like, yeah. Okay, gotcha. He's like, please don't tell any.
Please don't ruin my life.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And then every moment after that with the dad, you just feel like, damn, you just need somebody to talk to. He pays for that hooker boy, and he just wants to talk to the hooker boy. The hooker boy just want to fuck. He like, my son, I feel like I'm ruining my son by being a bad person, having a secret life. Like, he is having issues. Like, I dig the Cal Jacobs character versus his son is just like I keep saying, a goddamn nut. Cal wants to be better. Cal wishes
Cal
does.
Kids.
Cal ain't fucking kids. He didn't know Jules was underage.
Did he not know?
No, that's what fucked him up.
Okay, I don't remember that. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, fair enough.
He's paying hookers.
Well,
and he's meeting people off them damn Grindr type apps.
I mean, no.
Jules lied.
Bro, I don't feel like. Okay, so here's the thing. He didn't know she was there because I remember her saying she's passing through. She doesn't live there. I never remember her saying
she did. She said a different age.
What age did she say?
She said like 22 or something. Like she gave him an age. Okay. And she said, I don't live here. I'm visiting with my grandma. Like his whole, so he like, I'm
so like when she walk up into school, I'm thinking he thinking like, oh bitch, you say you don't live here.
No, he like, oh bitch, you was in high school. Cal won with that. He pay adult hookers. He was screwed up. And that's why he begged her. He's like, you could ruin my life. Please don't do it. Okay. When he saw with Rue, he was like, oh shit.
I guess that does paint it differently.
Okay. Like I thought he knew. Cal just in the closet, and he's one of those white men that's just obsessed with appearances. And some people get wrapped into that of appearances. Like, you're not even living the life you want to live. You're trying to keep up appearances. You have the 2 kids. You have the wife. You have the most successful man in town.
You've also put forth this image. You maybe even said some shit. That may conflict with who you really are.
I mean, in this type of town, dog, suburban America, I don't think they're going to be that cool with you being, having a thing for trans women and gay boys. It's like, dude, that's not gonna fly for him. At least he believes this. And yeah, bro, like I said, his arc is interesting. He's really trying to save his son. And his son is not here, not for none of it, because his son think he full of shit because of things that his son knows about him, but he's been keeping away. And Cal don't even realize your son knows you, dog. Like, he's almost like the Tyreek shit off Power. Your son is really resenting you in a subconscious way for not being honest. But you can't even see that because you don't really know how much he know. But he's still psycho. Like, him being psycho just adds to it because you was hard on him.
Bro, that whole, like, I'll give you that shit, though. Like, that shit was powerful at the end, nigga, where he holds that boy down.
And he start flipping the fuck out.
Yeah, that nigga just starts banging his fucking head to the point where it's like he just keeps fucking banging. And the nigga leaves the room and you just hear him banging, 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 banging. That's it. It's like, this shit just stops. And it's like, oh, shit.
Yeah, bro.
I mean, shout out to the sound design.
Well, I mean, everything technical about this show is next level, though. It needs to win some awards. It has some great imagery. It has some great music. It has some great sound. The way that they the way that they flip, like they do some meta shit, like when people are on drugs. Like when she was walking on ceilings on one episode, on the final episode, she had a whole chorus of a choir pop up, and that whole final music thing where she's singing and all that shit, where she finally takes that hit for the first time in months after losing Jules again. Bruh, that whole ensemble, you got musical. Like, Euphoria needs to win something. Shouts out to Drake and Future. What you saying, my nigga?
That's what I was about to say, nigga. Like, I remember you saying, like, Drake was a producer.
Yeah.
And then, like, I'm looking at the credits, I'm like, nigga, Future's a producer, too.
They
I'm like,
money.
oh, look at you niggas. And I'm like, this is actually, like, some dope shit. Like, y'all actually had something interesting to fucking say. And it's like, I'm surprised. Like, I mean... I don't know how much Future is involved in this at all.
I don't think either of them have anything involved creatively. When you watch those things at the end, it's really the writer telling his story. The writer telling his story. Mm-hmm. Drake and Future just knew to put the money behind it.
Yeah.
Drake knew from his Degrassi days this could be some money, and him and Future was touring at the time. He probably was like, "Hey, my nigga, trying to get some of this money."
I feel like Drake read the script, was like, yo, this is gonna be dope, this is amazing, Zendaya's gonna be in it, man, this shit is gonna be dope. And like you know what Future said? Alright.
Yep. That's simple. Yep. Alright. Pass the purple Sprite, nigga. Feel me?
How much you need?
Dude, because we get into Nate's character a bit with his crazy ass. His dad was hard on him growing up, like about being perfect.
Yeah.
And shit. And that created a demon. That dude, the way that he set up that dude that had sex with Maddie to go down for freaking, what down did he go down for? Not rape. He was gonna make him go down for rape, but instead he made him go down for assault.
Yeah.
And he set up Jules through the freaking sex pictures that she took for his alter ego, who she thought was someone else. Right. Say, I'm gonna set you up and have you in jail. So Jules had to do a felony. She had to lie to the cops on this dude who ain't even dog. That nigga is next level serial murderer type of nigga. And I was so afraid for Rue in the last episode where she thought she was gonna talk to him and give him threats. I'm like, Rue, you don't know the mechanics and the levels of shit that Nate does. He got your boy Pop, man. The homie.
Yeah. The I forget his name, but like
I can think his name. Fez.
Yeah.
This nigga's name in real life is Angus Cloud.
Yeah.
Wow.
I thought like
Angus Cloud is your name, homie?
I wondered how much of that was acting and how much of that was like,
I think that's him, son.
Just him. Yeah, that's what I was wondering.
But I stand by what I said about The Rock the other day, dog.
Some people are good at playing themselves.
Acting is being believable in given circumstances, dog. And he's never not believable.
True.
And that's the point. Yeah. Even though if he always gonna be that same Fez character and anything we probably see Mr. Angus in, acting ain't always about taking on other characters. Sometimes it's just simply about being believable in the circumstances presented, and he does that pretty well, dog. I like this character. I like Fez. And his whole situation
too.
Yeah, me too. And I thought Fez was about to kill Nate, dog. But he really...
Yeah, I thought so too.
That whole thing on the last episode was interesting.
I was kind of hoping for that, actually.
Me too. I honestly was. I thought the showdown...
Man, this too much. This too easy. This too much what I want. Y'all ain't gonna do it. And then sure enough, that I was like, this house is kind of bigger than I thought it was supposed to be. I was like, nah, this ain't fucking Nate house. God damn it.
But I mean, he was in a bad situation because the dude that was his plug, the one that tried to damn near rape and freaking get your girl overdose that time, like that nigga was bad news. That actor felt like,
oh, that nigga there.
Oh god, he's scary for real. So when Nate,
what fucking Common said in that guy in Street Kings, nigga, we straight nightmare.
Nigga.
That's what that nigga
That
was.
dude felt like a nightmare,
Nigga,
son.
right?
After that first time you meet him with Fez, dog. So when Rue asked Fez to basically, you know what I mean, threaten Nate, y'all like, Rue, you keep underestimating the diabolicalness and the levels of Nate. You don't understand the levels of Nate yet to be sending Fez in that water. Because again, you got Fez pop, and Fez now got to get that money.
Yeah. But, man, that seemed like a bad plan. That seemed like something that's going to come back and backfire later on.
It may.
I mean, because, bro, you just, like, nigga, this is almost
robbed
the
the
exact
connect.
same money. Yeah, like, nigga, for all you know, this is the exact same money he just gave to this nigga.
Possibly.
And you just gave it back to him. Like, nigga, he gonna know that this is his fucking money.
I mean, especially since you got blood on it.
Bruh, oh, man, this was not I don't know.
And they left his story on a little cliffhanger.
Yeah.
But I loved him and Rue's relationship throughout this whole series. I like I said, they did well with that character with him and Rue.
And him and his mom and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, you know, he take care of his mom. But his little brother is fucking G, man. That little nigga there. Like, he been here before.
Yeah, he one of those little child actors.
Yeah.
Who else can we? Anything else we talk about with Nate and Maddie? I guess
So Nate and Maddie,
my heart weeps for their relationship.
Yeah, it's like because somebody called it out. I can't remember who predicted it, but it was just like, yeah, that's probably exactly how that's just gonna play out.
Oh, how they gonna be when they like divorce like 3 times
and then
stupid
marry
shit.
each other? Yeah, it's like I so see that shit, but it's like, yeah, it's sad. I dug Maddie though as a character, like trying to get kind of behind her, and then like, I don't know. I thought she was complex. It's like
she was more complex than she seemed.
But also too, it's like I kind of would have thought I don't know. I thought would have been interesting is if they would have played the fact that like, I don't know, this like everybody who starts fucks with Maddie who's not fucking Nate like ends up in some shit, and she just like walks around. Like, can you dance?
I felt bad for Black Dude.
Yeah, I felt bad for Black Dude too. I was like, nigga,
bruh,
like shit goes wrong when you go
fuck with
this
Maddie,
chick, dog.
bruh.
And it's like, but this nigga like, man, nigga, I don't give a fuck. What they gonna do me?
My son had the
like,
dance
I feel
moves.
that.
I mean, I would have loved to see him kick Nate's ass. That's gonna be the thing that we building towards. That they gonna keep away from us for a minute. Nate's comeuppance. Because I feel like they gonna do him justice when it's time to take his ass down.
Oh, you think so?
Hell yeah, that's what these shows do. But the thing is, he's about to still get away with a lot of shit.
In
the meantime, they're gonna do like they did us this season. He came close to being a shit. He's gonna always pull himself out because he's their villain. So in being their villain, they ain't gonna just let us like, you know what I mean? They gonna make us salivate for a minute. They ain't gonna just give it to us. But the actor, man, he's a Brit and he's way older than what he's playing, as you can see with his big behemoth ass. But he's killing the role. All of them, like you said earlier, the whole cast is murking it.
Yeah, they're all like amazing. I can't think of anybody who's a weak link here. I mean, everybody kind of like brings it. Like I would even I'm not even gonna say that. Never mind. I was gonna say, oh boy, he sort of. I feel like he's kind of playing himself, but I've never heard him even speak outside of the dude Angus or Fez.
I feel like Fez. I think they said this is this guy's first role, so I feel like he's playing himself.
Okay.
Yeah, but Nate is not. When I saw that guy speaking as himself,
oh wow,
he's not like Nate at all.
Oh really?
It's interesting.
Okay.
Yeah, he's acting.
Cool.
He's acting. And last up, Jules and Rue, man. That's Jules the last two to get to. Jules.
Oh well, no. Can we talk about old boy and how we never really mentioned him again?
Who?
The dude who gets so girl pregnant, Cassie. Did we mention?
Oh, McKay.
Yeah,
we talked. I mean, McKay whole storyline, which you know, what I mean, he realized he ain't gonna pop off in his football shit, and he
nigga was fucking in the suburbs.
Yeah,
like
I mean,
playing motherfuckers like he the best in the suburbs.
McKay's character was interesting because he actually was trying to be a good dude, but he gave that girl a business when he found out she was pregnant, and we didn't get to see that follow up with him after that.
I don't know.
He was scared.
I had some empathy for him.
No. He played it right. He was out of fear because he still tried to be down for her. And once again, you gotta remember they're high school students,
right?
But I mean, that was his arc, man. He got her pregnant, and then he's in college. The rest of them in high school and shit. So
So the thing I had empathy for that character more so for when like the frat brothers or whatever come in when
Oh,
he's like
he's
with your girl.
fucking, yeah.
Yeah, and then like holds that
was
nigga
hard.
down, man.
That
Like,
was hard.
Shit, yeah.
And then he took it out on
it, nigga.
And then he took it out on her.
Yeah.
Like their relationship
like,
got weird,
fuck.
dog.
Yeah, it got like it was hard to. It seemed like I guess they came back from it, or they were trying to come back from it, but it seemed like a tough road.
I think it's raps after the abortion situation. I don't know what he's gonna do with that character.
There's no coming back.
Them two ain't gonna be together now. Hopefully, my dude LG Smith still has a job, but I don't see them as a couple anymore.
I don't know. I feel like I wouldn't be surprised if that was the last we'll ever see him, because I mean,
what's his name? Evan Peters on Pose. He was in season one.
Just that one time.
It's gone,
that
bitch.
one relationship. That was it. He left the show.
I stand by Ryan Murphy just used Evan Peters as a way to get them people to back the Pose show at first, and then once it became a hit, he was like, okay, I'm good now.
Oh yeah, it's like, listen, I know Evan Peters.
He's gonna be in it, so trust it.
He's Quicksilver. He's gonna come and do the show. All right, he's gonna do.
Evan Peters in all his American Horror Story shit.
Mm-hmm.
So you know what I mean. That was nothing from.
That's his guy.
That's his guy. Yeah, you know what I mean. That's his guy.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like he had to have his guy in that first season, because that had to be a hard sell for Pose at first, so people might not get it.
Yeah. I think on paper it was probably a hard sell, but just like. Man, I don't know. Up on his feet, dude. You gotta.
That's amazing.
Yeah, you just gotta. I don't know. You gotta give it credit, bro. And it's like this. We just talked about we did a second episode. That's why I was late today. We did a finale talk. Today.
About Pose?
Yeah,
but I didn't
Pose.
get to the finale though, so don't talk about it.
Okay, cool. Won't do that.
See, now I can't listen to y'all episode until I
watch
goddamn Pose.
Oh no, it's separate. It's not the regular episode. It'll be
Because y'all kill me with that. I'll be able to skip.
I know,
shit.
right?
Fuck, they about
Like
to
you
start
niggas.
spoiling. Because the last episode of Pose I watched, I got halfway through. Oh, they doing some. Every time I talk to you, when I'm watching some weird episode from them. It's when Pray Tell in a freaking hospital bed and the ghost of Ebenezer Candy come and visit him. That's the last thing I saw, and I got to pick up from there.
It's
So it's like episode 6-ish.
Yeah, we kind of talked about how she sort of
still got a job.
She carries on.
Yeah, fuck.
Well, I talked
presence.
I talked about how I felt like it was so ingenuine how people like in these shows when they kill off a character, they'll have a memorial service or a funeral, and everybody will come up and be like, "Oh yeah, well." You know, they know they hated their guts, but everybody will say something nice. Everybody will come up and find something nice to say. Right. And then they just go off, and we never mention the characters again. And it's like, in this, they live with that loss in a real way. Like, each person sort of is dealing with it in a real way. And, you know, like you saw Pray Tell.
He got issues with it.
He got issues with it because, like, they had that big blow-up before she died.
Right.
And so he's still carrying that in a harder way than everybody else. So it's like, everybody else's experiences when they see her again is different. Right. And it's like, I appreciated how, they killed her off and they stuck with it. They didn't, you know what I'm saying? Like, they held on.
Baby still got a job.
She's still around. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
It's just a Hammer one episode.
She's apparently in the new season of American Horror Story, I hear.
Oh, that's right. I didn't know that.
Yeah. I didn't know that either. Yeah, so I'm like, I'm looking forward to this. So now apparently I gotta watch. Oh, old boy too, apparently from Dear White People.
Who that?
What's my man with the glasses?
Who's really like ripped in real life, but he's a nerd.
Yeah, he's gonna be in this season too.
Get that money, son.
Yeah, right. So I'm like, it's on the DVR now.
That's what's up. Jess been watching Dear White People. I ain't been on it at all. She got to like episode 7.
Haven't watched.
I haven't watched any of it.
Me either.
Like I tried, and for some reason I'm not clicking with that world right now. I just
really. Oh, you tried to watch it though.
Yeah, it's just.
How far did you get?
Maybe like 10 minutes in.
Okay.
It's just how sometimes you've been watching this, or you've been watching that, you're watching this.
You gotta.
I gotta get back into that world, and like right now I'm just not ready for it. But I'm gonna get to it.
Either.
But
I know that too. I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah.
That's why I just haven't clicked on. I know I'm not there yet.
But I'm gonna watch it because I know everybody been saying it's the best season. It's been really good or something like that. I ain't gonna say the best season. I mean, it's really good.
Okay.
But the last two characters are in Euphoria, Jules and Rue, who's the crutch of the show. Mm-hmm. I love Jules. That character, Hunter, made me fall in love with that character so hard.
True. Agreed. Did we talk about the
like
noticing it
when you realize that she's trans?
Yeah, right. Yeah,
we talked about that in the previous episode.
Okay, yeah, I thought we did.
The whole romance is very interesting.
You're the only person I can talk to about that. Nobody else has really watched the show. I was like, I kind of want you to watch it, but I need you to watch it first before I can ask you a question.
Right.
If you noticed it before they tell you. You know what I'm saying?
And I'm so happy for the character of Jules as well as the show Pose, because it's one of those things that's also normalizing trans women to the general public. You know what I'm saying? And that's one thing I just enjoy about them existing. I was listening to one podcast, and this dude was flipping out about like the representation, because apparently in Rocco's Modern Life movie, they got some trans shit going on.
Oh, do they? Okay.
Yeah, but I'm like, yo, like, if you only can name like 3 or 4 situations in all of media, and media is regarding hundreds of thousands of IPs, if you want to say, that's not a lot. So you shouldn't be mad about the diversity of us, you know, once again humanizing these people to the public. Like, oftentimes, like you know what I mean, they like just people watching the characters on Pose or watching Jules and just seeing a woman, not a trans woman or not what's a dude, none of that bullshit. They just see a woman, normalizes the idea of what is a woman, what you should be accepting. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, and that's one thing. The character, she just is her. And even the way that they present her, they don't be like, oh, look, this is the trans character. No, she's just the character, and you know, whatever you find out, they let that shit unravel naturally in the writing. Like the writing is mwah on this damn show.
Yeah. Agreed.
And the romance of you know what I mean, her with, she loves Rue, but she's really flighty. She loves the other life. She kind of like a freaking poly person already.
Yeah, and it seems as though at certain point that Rue is sort of like,
she's addicted to her, dog.
But she's in the fold too about sort of what goes on and
she
stuff.
Said it.
Like she told her all about her girl. Yeah. Like whatchamacallit, you know.
Rue's a sensitive soul, yo.
Yeah.
Like Zendaya plays this character so raw. And it's just...
You ever watch the after episode things? When
most
they
of the
talk
time,
about
I didn't watch them all.
Okay.
I usually watch it at the end, though.
There was one where, I don't even know if I caught the whole thing, but I remember the director and Zendaya being on there and her saying...
And that's when they said that was his story. I think
that was his story, yeah.
They wrote it.
But yeah, they were also saying that she had never done drugs before, like ever.
Yeah.
Like, and like this is, and like it's like somehow you're able to connect and get it, and I'm like... Yeah, really. Like, I'm like, if you hadn't told me that, I'd be like, damn, girl, how much drugs you did for this?
I feel like Zendaya didn't hit the blunt before.
I feel like I don't feel like she girl. I don't feel like they view like marijuana as drugs.
Okay, cool.
Though.
It's okay, cool.
You know,
okay, I can believe with that.
Like, I feel like she's probably never popped no pills.
Yeah, right.
You
I
know,
can get
which I can get with that. Yeah.
But you never know with these Hollywood.
You never know either, too. Right.
Then we watched the
that might be the image.
Then 30 years later, we watched the Zendaya story and found out she was lying in all the interviews. Who the hell knows? But at face value, we gonna go with what she said.
Like 30 years down the line, you go back to the podcast and retract my statement.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. It's 30 years ago. I said Zendaya never done no drugs.
I'm just saying, you know, you can't always trust what they say, the industry people say, you know what I mean? Some things they're made to say, but but Zendaya seems like somebody's pretty 100. And I just love, like, what she brought to the character of Rue, dog. Like, who'd have thought, right? You know what I mean? It got to a point, like I said, when I'm watching Spiderman and then she pop up, I'm like, what the fuck Rue doing up in here? I gotta readjust my senses to, she's playing MJ. Okay, it's a different person. All right. Because Rue is
Thank God I saw Spider-Man before I started watching. Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, it was weird, man.
I would have been in the same boat with you.
And MJ's a different character.
Oh, definitely.
She plays them differently.
Yeah.
But my girl, I saw Rue when you popped up, and I forgot you're a little girl right now. You're wholesome, not wholesome, but you know, it's different.
But yeah, but no, I
she traded one addiction for another.
One addiction for another. Rue and Jules. I liked Jules' relationship with her father, and I liked her backstory of how, like, because I feel like there's mention of her mother. I can't quite remember exactly what it was, but it's sort of like you get you don't
Jules' mother.
She
didn't fuck with the transition,
right? Yeah. But when they mention her before we know that exactly, before we even know anything about it.
Like the mother's the one that put her in that goddamn psycho ward.
Right. But don't they mention her in the present before we ever get any of that information? Don't they mention her in some way?
They probably do, but I just don't remember specifically.
Yeah, but in the way they mention her, they weren't specific whether or not she was dead or alive. You know what I'm saying? It was sort of like that was completely ambiguous what you said about her. So I don't know if she's still around or what the situation is.
Right.
And maybe it was Jules mentioning it in a meeting or in a text message or something. I don't remember. But shit, I forgot where I was going with that. What was I talking about? Drew and Jules.
You say you like
Jules' mom.
Jules and her father.
Yeah, I dug that. Well, yeah, I basically I dug their relationship, and I dug that whole. I dug their backstory, and it seemed like they had a pretty open relationship. And just that was cool representation, like how he was on board.
And that was the one thing for her that seemed concrete was her dad in that relationship. Because everything else about her life, I think she just chases that fire. She's one of them people that she can't stand still. She needs something to keep reigniting her and shit. She just like she has so many layers about her.
Yeah. She's a hella fascinating like human being.
Right.
And it's just like that whole he has no clue what's going on with her and her personal
life.
Not
in real life.
No,
you would almost forget
clue.
that because there's a thing I forget at times that she has such a stable household with the dad because she just bought whatever.
Yeah, she's ready to leave that shit in a heartbeat.
Shit, it was Rue's idea about leaving in the last episode, and then Rue started panicking
at the very end, which is like, oh,
it
yeah.
makes sense though.
But it's like you so see this coming, and it's kind of like, darling, this chick just told you she forgot her medication. I don't know. I know what you're thinking right now. But let me tell you something. There's no way you not getting no further without that medication. If she told you that, nigga, y'all gonna have to postpone, nigga.
Yup.
Go bring all this shit back.
Right.
Plan this shit out for another
we
day.
We gonna figure it out. No, this
and then go. No, there's no way. No. Not happening.
But like that one episode when they show her manic and they just kind of mention it, and then like Zendaya killed that episode. Like the fact though, she kills all this shit from the mental illness to the drug use, dog. It's like
the little sharp quips that she has too with the doctors and stuff when they're about to give her Vicodin.
Oh, any freaking drug.
Yeah, any drug,
even
but like the actual
is right
conversation.
On point. And some people feel like that can be a crutch in certain things. But
it can be, but it works here. Yeah,
the writer makes it work.
There are times where it works. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Well, we've been sucking the dick of this show. I don't know what else to say else about the show. The show ends with the two they finally tell each other they love each other because for a while it felt like Rue loved Jules, but Jules loved Rue, but it was a little bit too intense for her. But they finally got on the same page after everything, and they ran to the bus stops
after
apparently
boy
to leave.
getting her head.
Yeah, Nate gets in her head bad, but she shouldn't have ran up on Nate like that, dog.
She wasn't prepared for that, but she was sort of like I don't know, sober Rue can't be
she's very sensitive.
She's real sensitive and she feels everything, and it's kind of like, my man. It's not going to take a lot for him to push your buttons. And he don't even have to push your buttons. He could just give you information that he knows that you don't and that's going to push you even worse. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like,
hey, ooh, what a rich character.
I mean, it's like,
all of them.
All of them are, man. Like, they really, somebody, like, my man, whoever, the writer-director of this, really, took his time. I don't know if there was a staff. I imagine there probably was a
Most
staff.
likely.
Yeah, that wrote this. But there was a lot of time and patience given to each character. Everybody got their moment, and when they did get their moment, it wasn't brushed over and it wasn't rushed. We took our time, and it was something
they did the Dear White People.
In. They did, they did do the Dear White People. Yeah. And they I thought that they gave they did everybody justice. Mm-hmm. The only person I feel like I didn't get an episode on that I feel like, and remind me if I did and I didn't, I just don't remember. But did Maud get an episode?
Maud didn't get an episode. She kind of other people's shit.
Yeah, and
in Cassie's. She was, but she was more
periphery. She came on to play near the end.
Yeah, she was way more recurring than I felt like the leads were very obvious from the beginning, and her character just grew throughout the season to the end. Next season, you can't ignore her.
Yeah, well, I mean, then they gave all those dope fucking lines in the last episode, man. Dude. I mean, she had a dope, like, you know...
Somewhere through this process, they realized what they had with Miss Apatow.
Yeah, they were like, oh, shit, she's funny. Let's just we'll keep that in mind next year.
Yeah, she gonna get a nice run next year.
Yeah.
But it ends with Ghul stays on the bus and goes wherever the fucking Rue stays home because she think about mother and her sister, and then she goes back to being on drugs. And that epic scene of her going, you know, moving past, giving up her sobriety again after the top of the episode started with her mom, like, you know what I mean, having this speech about, like, being, like, so afraid for her.
Yeah.
So it's just like, dude, this show works on so many freaking levels. It's ridiculous. Like,
it's, yeah, like, the thing, I don't know, something about addiction, man, when I watch those shows, it's like I'm always on the stakes with them, you know what I mean? It's like, you know, like you're fighting, like just anything, just any sort of intervention to stop this moment, and it's like, you know, it happens, and it's like, well, now we're back to square one, you know.
We wouldn't have the drama,
you know. Yeah, true.
It needs the drama,
true, you know. But it's always worth it, especially with this character, because you like the thing is, in this particular one, I really wanted her to win. Yeah. And you know, it's just unfortunate.
She can't win until the end of this. That's the thing, bro. We got a series to tell. That's what they're telling us. It's like she can't win yet. Otherwise, what else where else the story can go? I'm just amped for season 2 to come up, man. I'm
super excited for season 2.
Yeah, we about to get up out of here, dog. But this was a worthy ass show. But yeah, thanks for listening to Reviewing Dat Show. You heard me? I don't know what we about to review next. We about to review something next.
Yeah, I don't know either. There's got to be some movie or something coming out, right?
I'm paying for this damn A-list. I haven't been going to the movies at all.
I haven't been in a while either.
We'll let y'all know. Or you can hit us up at reviewingdat@gmail.com.
Well, we can redo
You refer it. We review it. Oh, Power come back.
Oh, Power coming back?
Power's back. August 26th.
August 26th.
So, no, it's probably still not in time. We'll figure something out, guys. But
You watching Good Boys?
What's that?
The movie, Good Boys, the little kids.
Oh, I do want to see that.
You want to see that? You want to review that one?
Let's review that joint. That looked funny.
All right, yeah.
Speaking of Apatow style comedy.
Yeah. Okay, so I wanna say something real quick, and then we can get out of here. I gotta give Judd Apatow credit, which is weird, but you know how motherfuckers be like real high on their kids, and it's like, yeah, okay, dude, all right, we get it. That's your kid, and you high on them, but it's like, yeah, they ain't all that shit, right? And I'm just like, it's like he shit on. There was one point I remember him shitting on like just kid actors in general. Just saying that, you know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of kid actors, I mean, let's just be honest, they're terrible. Yeah. You know? And he's like, my kids, though, you know, they're really natural, you know, and da-da-da-da. And I'm just like, you motherfucker. They're in a scene with their motherfucking mom. Yeah. And they're playing the kids of the motherfucking mom. So I'm just like, that's not the same thing. Yeah. But okay, cool, whatever, fine, fuck you. I'm just like, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about, all right? You're delusional, bitch. Yeah. I mean, like, how about have them not play your kids and then tell me how great actor they are, right? Yeah, then how about do that, right? So I'm just like, you're full of shit. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. But now, dude, them as teenagers are grown up, so I don't know what their current status in terms of age is right now. At least 18. One was in the show Love, not the movie. The show Love on Netflix. And I thought she was fucking amazing, dude.
I heard Love was really good.
Love was really good. She was really dope in it,
Again,
too.
not the movie on Netflix. If you want to look up the movie on Netflix. If you want to look up the movie. It's going to be an interesting time for you.
Yeah, I hope it's dark. Listen, don't make sure the kiddies are put to bed also. What was the other one? Oh, yeah, and now we have Maud.
Who's on this,
and she's doing great, and I'm just kind of like, oh. All right, maybe he was right.
He shot
maybe
shot.
They were. Yeah,
he called a shot.
Maybe they were good. Maybe they were good. Maybe they were good. So no, take that back.
There you go, Apatow.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to you.
You got the Marty has knighted you.
Yeah, I have. There it is. It's all for you. But yeah,
it's that actor guy, Mr. Bats, man. Hit us up at flywithbats@gmail.com if you want to talk to the cats in the main show. That's Alpha Joe, me, and D-Mac. We want you to be part of the conversation, as we always goddamn say. I just said hit us up at reviewingdat@gmail, man, because we know we for review it. Any questions you might have about the acting industry for Acting While Black show, send them to flywithbats@gmail right now, because we got a lot of things coming through on that joint. And like, share, comment, and subscribe, man. We try to get them stars up. We try to get those reviews up wherever you listen or watch us at. There's some area where you can give us a rating or some kind of whatever what have you. Please do that. It only helps out the cast.
Yes, and if you want to know what happened to the End Time review, I mean, I'd like to know as well, because I couldn't find that shit either.
So you couldn't find it either.
No, nigga, I thought
don't
like
exist, dog. We're going to really do that again.
Nigga, that shit do exist. Stop saying that, nigga. It do exist. We did it. It exists. I don't know where the fuck it is, though. It's anyway, man. I don't know. I could have sworn I listened to that shit, bro.
Dog,
I am not bullshitting you, bro.
Hurt.
And I'm just like, I wish this shit didn't delete. It made me want to change my motherfucking settings. Because I'm like, as soon as you get through with the shit, it goes away. It deletes itself from your phone.
I changed that on mine. Yeah, they don't do that.
Fuck,
yeah,
man.
You could change that,
but then that shit never go. Then it
it's a weird
adds
order.
up on your phone, and then you're like, your memory is fucking gone.
Yeah, well,
they got a bunch of pops.
It's a problem.
It's a problem. But yeah, anyway, sorry about that. What's the plan on that?
We'll talk.
I hate that we did that, and he never got it.
We're gonna get it to you. We're gonna get it to you, Peanut.
Some point. All right.
We're
Some
gonna
point.
do it, dog.
It's gonna happen.
That's not one of those movies that I'm so excited to sit through again.
I ain't gonna forget about you, Peanut. We did it though, man. That's the thing you gotta know.
I don't say it in a bad way.
The thing you gotta know is, bro, we did this.
We did it.
You gotta know we did this.
So I'm gonna find you for this thing cut off on us.
Sorry, Marty, Marty Edwards 504 on Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat. Also, go to lowrainpictures.com, click on the Your30 tab where I co-host the show there with. What's his name?
Black Actor Petey, nigga.
That's right, Black Actor Petey, nigga. AK, also known as
petty nigga, because he is a petty nigga.
That petty motherfucker, some other nigga, But they call him the Arrogant Observer. Marty, Your30 with Marty and the Arrogant Observer. Check us out. Give us a 5-star review on iTunes. We will read whatever you write on our show. So check us out.
Yeah, man. And I ain't got nothing else to say, dog. We've been talking a while.
I'm good on it. I think I got everything. I said all my piece. So peace out and chicken grease, all that good stuff.
Yeah.
Bye.